Three, two. This is crazy.
One.
Hey, everyone. That's live. We're live on Facebook. Facebook, and then later on YouTube, and then an Anchor. Hey, everyone. This is interview. Anthony with IWP Network and Not Cool in High School. I fucked up. We'll just bounce with it. We're going to be doing our episode today. This is actually episode 34. We're going to be doing the Halloween movie franchise later on tonight. We're going to cover some news, some topics, some stuff we're playing, some stuff we're into, and then go from there. But yeah, we got some Halloween comics. Where did you find these?
Okay, they're old. So I bought them at Villains and Victors in Pottsville.
Oh, snap.
Circa 2001, I think. 2000? When was that? Yeah, 2001. So when they came out, but there's a glow-in-the-dark variant for the first one, actually. And that came out one Halloween, and then that came out the next year.
So it's just a shot for shot from the movie and first movie?
Kinda, yeah. And then the second one, I don't know. I've never seen the second movie. So I don't really have much to say about the topic tonight.
That's okay.
So, but it's good. The art's very good, so we'll open it up then.
Yeah,
but the glow-in-the-dark one's worth like $100. I wish I would have had it.
Really?
But when I was 13, I didn't have $30 to buy a glow-in-the-dark variant.
So if you're here thinking that we're going to be very pro Halloween,
well, I seen the two Rob Zombie ones. I have a lot to say about those.
I actually am more of a fan of those than some of the later movies in the franchise.
That second one is one of my top 10 worst movies I've ever seen.
Second one's rough. I did like the first one though.
I hate both of them.
Really?
They're
I thought the first one was okay.
Yeah.
Second one, absolutely terrible. We can get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into that then. I just want to get some stuff set up. So
tip the table over.
Yeah. But the first thing I really want to get into is if you guys like what you're hearing, links are below or whatever platform you're watching. The links will be there. If you guys want to buy some merch, the Not Cool in High School merch is there. We also have a PayPal if you don't want to buy merch, but you want to give us a donation. Everything goes to getting us new equipment and getting us better off here and getting the stuff we need. We have a new face of the table. We'll get to that in a second here too. But yeah, so definitely go out and support everything. And then we're going to be doing this on Facebook. Probably we're going to try this for a little bit now.
You got to interact now.
Hi, Facebook. We're going to be doing this on Facebook probably for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see how it goes, and if I get lazy and forget. And then we're going to cut it. And then if you want to watch the second half of it, you can go check it out on our YouTube page. If you are watching on Facebook and you definitely want to help us out, please go over to the YouTube page and just hit subscribe. It definitely helps us out. We're trying to get close to that 1,000 subscriber marks so YouTube can give us money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything to make a subscription and hit that button.
It's like 10 or 50 cents commercial.
Yeah. Listen, it adds up. We're getting really close to $10 on the audio.
Hey,
we're getting there. We're
sawbuck.
Yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, that's definitely really cool stuff. I got the did you order that crate or is that something you just put out there? The horror crate.
Oh, no, I was thinking about it. It's the comic one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It's $30, but it's worth it for what you get.
Yeah,
you get one hardcover trade, and then you get, 6 issues and a collectible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing
I think I might just get one just to see.
See how it is?
Yeah, because I might get a lot of books I already have. I have a lot of horror comics. Even though I don't like movies, I like the comics.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll have all that stuff lined up, and then we'll do some unboxing videos. But first things first, if you go ahead and introduce yourself, new guy.
I'm the new guy.
That's it. Come on.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Jason. Yeah.
If you are a fan of Bangin' Beers, Jason did join us at McNiff's.
I did.
For the Hershey chocolate beer. And then from there, he kind of just joined our chats and was kind of hitting us up and saying how he's really into the pop culture stuff and video games and music and comic books. So I think he'd be a good fit, and we're going to give him a test run here tonight and see how he does.
Ball thrower showed up. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
love both thrower.
They're a death metal band.
Yeah, I have the 3 death metal guys, so you guys have me surrounded when
I
it
got
comes
a
to
Metal
that.
Blade sampler one time, and a bullet thrower song was on it.
Really?
It's
stuff.
also the name of the car in Brutal Legend that Jack Black's character.
Oh
drives.
yeah, I love that game. I hope now that Xbox has the acquisition to
They
that
bring that-
studio,
yeah.
I hope they do another one.
Or make that even downloadable.
Ozzy was the devil, right? And then Dio was
No,
the devil's assistant.
Ozzy was, I forget.
They were both in hell. Ozzy,
Yeah,
and Dio
Ozzy
were
was the
both in
devil,
hell,
and
yeah.
then Rob Halford's '80s metal, and then he turns evil and becomes Rob Halford.
Yeah.
And then he's on your side.
Is that the movie?
No, the movie
No,
Brutal
it was
Legend.
It's a video game.
Yeah, it's a
What was
video
the
game.
movie
Oh,
that
Pick
had-
of Destiny.
What's that?
The Tenacious D Pick of Destiny, where he's on the poster.
No, there was like a movie that Ozzy was in. He was like a preacher in it.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember what it is.
I don't know, but that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Brutal Legend
For
was very
next
good.
time. Yeah.
Ozzy, this is kind of off topic here.
New
already.
album next year.
Yeah, new album's coming out next year, so that's really cool. I'm getting my sales and deals up right now for Xbox. If do you guys have anything you guys are playing right? Actually,
Oh, I was gonna say PlayStation. Remember what I said last week? That goes until November 2nd.
oh, so it's still going.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
nothing special other than that. That's a big Halloween sale.
All right.
All the horror games.
And then when it comes to some news, is there any stuff out there right now that kind of caught your attention that's going on?
There's a new purple controller that I want.
A new purple
yeah,
controller.
there's new colors of controllers now, and I want the purple one.
So the biggest thing I
Outer
have
Worlds?
just off the top of my head is Outer Worlds just came out. So if you have Xbox Game Pass or you're looking to get Outer Worlds and maybe not want to buy full copy of it right away or full price, you can get it on your Xbox Game Pass, the Outer Worlds. I've been playing a few games. So here's the thing I want to gripe about. I'm going to get on my soapbox here quick. I bought 2 brand new games this month. Now,
One was maybe not so.
oh, both were. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh.
I bought. Now it's my fault. I knew going into WB 2K20 that it wasn't going to be the greatest game, but to be that broken at launch
4.3 out of 10.
should be criminal.
Yeah,
Like, it
PlayStation
should
was
leg-
giving people money back.
It should legit be criminal. Now and then a couple months ago, I bought Breaking Point, the Tom Clancy game, which is
Oh,
like
yeah, I never
Wildlands
seen anything about
successor.
that, yeah.
That was absolutely broken.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Like,
now,
remember when Assassin's Creed was broken?
Yes.
a couple years ago.
This is a huge reason why it's really hard for me to say I'm still very pro console, because even PC has this too, where they just put out broken shit.
Mm-hmm.
The only system you're not going to have this issue with is Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't put broken shit out. Like, I just think it's ridiculous that I'm not a wealthy man, but I work really hard for my money, and I want to buy a game.
$60,
And then when I like your game and I do buy a brand new, I don't just buy the regular $60 version. I like to get the deluxe edition. I like to get the season pass. I'm dedicating myself to your game for the next year and a half, 2 years, depending on how much content you put out. And you're going to sell me 2 broken games.
They
You know-
knew. There's no way they could have played test them. This is fine.
It's
The referee's going into the characters and he's stuck bending over backwards. This is fine.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's just super criminal. Like
I'm stuck in the ropes, so I'm immediately outside the ring.
it's bullshit. Like, it's really upsetting that that can happen.
And they can't blame it. Like oh well, the Ukes left halfway through and we're just developing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then why didn't you finish it? Hey, we got to push the game back.
Exactly. Push it back.
I don't know why they have to have a game every year. They don't need it.
No, it could be. It could
and
be
even
update.
if it did work, what's so different from last year's?
Nothing.
Yeah, 2 characters, Kairi Zane or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the other pretty big news is this is kind of sport news as well as possibly some could lead to some video game news. So NCAA announces it will allow student athletes to profit off their image and likenesses. So that can mean NCAA can now sell their jerseys. What's going to happen is they're just going to do everything they can to now
money.
Avoid this loophole. So you're not going to go to a game and buy say you're a quarterback for Penn State. They're not going to sell the header jersey in the state. They're going to still sell your number.
Oh,
and
with no name.
And it'll be your
Oh.
the school will still take all the profits, but it's going to open the door to possibly NCAA video games.
Is that why the game stopped?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the players were like, there were some players that came out and said, hey, like, it's bad enough these schools make billions of dollars out of us as athletes, Yeah, they give us a free tuition, but it still doesn't equal out to what we make you every Sunday or every Saturday when we pack out a stadium for a game, or we pack it out for a basketball game or NCAA tournament, or what you're getting paid in royalties for TV deals. It just doesn't equal out to what we're not getting as athletes. If I go and blow my knee out and my rest of my life is over, you're not going to support me on that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the reason why the players were like, hey, we're in these video games and people are putting us in there. You're buying the game because it's the new roster and it's our team. It's not like you're just copy and pasting, last year.
Player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly. So hopefully this will then in turn to some more NCAA video games coming out, which would be really, really cool.
Wasn't the last one worth a lot of money because it was the last one?
NCAA 2014. I have it. It's super expensive.
Wow, that's crazy. I remember College Slam for Super Nintendo. I remember that. College Slam, and you do the lightning dunk.
Yeah.
Instead of it was like, let's get as close to NBA Jam as we possibly can,
and call it Slam. Yeah, he's on really fire.
Lightning.
Yeah, he's lightning.
Well, they had what's his name, Dick Vitale or whatever.
Oh yeah. He drives me.
Show the little sports knowledge I do have.
Yeah, that was actually. Now I'm thinking about that's very impressive, Andy.
Yeah. That's a video game. It wasn't a video game. I have no idea.
There's so much comic book stuff
I do
here.
know Vic Vitale had that sex scandal too.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Remember that? And he was biting the girl? Look it up.
He was biting girls?
Yeah.
Good for him.
I remember that vaguely. Yeah. But was that him?
I think it was him.
I thought
or
it was
there
someone
another guy?
else for some reason.
Announcer guy.
Yeah, it was an announcer guy.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how to look it up. Dick Vitale sex scandal.
I really don't. I think it was someone else.
Oh
actually.
yeah, was it Marv Albert?
Maybe that's maybe
Yeah,
that sounds better.
When you ascend from sports with either a sex scandal or you murder somebody, that's when I know you.
Yeah.
You play good sports, I don't know you.
If you're a freak in the sheets, I know who you are. Real quick, hey, what's going on, Matthew Todd? He's saying he's coming in from Clearwater, Florida. So that's really cool that we have a fan in Florida. I love that. Thank you so much for tuning in, man.
Hey, Matt.
You know Matt?
Yeah, I know Matt.
Oh, you know Matt?
I know Matt.
Oh, well then it's not that special anymore. Because I thought he was just a random dude from Florida.
It was Marv Albert.
Yeah.
Was it?
So
Okay.
Dick Vitale didn't have a sex
But thank you
scandal.
so much, Matt. Ben knows you.
I want to clear Dick's good name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was awesome, baby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So some cool things. There's 2 movies being made in our area. There's one coming out next year, and there's one coming out very, very soon. We'll touch on this first one. The Back Road movie. A kid from North Schuylkill is one of the main killers in it. I think there's a lot of local people in it. I think it was shot in like Shenandoah and surrounding areas.
Oh.
Yeah.
So check out Back Road the movie on Facebook. It looks really, really good. It's like
Is Snitsky in that?
no, Snitsky's in a different one coming out in this area. So
Okay.
there's 3 movies in the area, but this one's done by pretty much people our age.
Oh, okay.
And they're making a horror movie. It looks really good. But it's saying on behalf of everyone here at Black Road, we'd like to thank everyone at the Hamburg Strand Movie House for hosting this past weekend's. I guess they did like a premiere type test run. So I'm really excited to see it, and supposedly they're interested in coming on the show and talking about the
cool.
movie. So we'll have them on very soon. Adventure Time possibly coming to HBO.
I don't know how it's going to work, but
I don't know either.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be doing like hour-long episodes instead.
Really, that might
Versus
be too
the
much.
15.
that's what I was thinking.
That might be too much.
Sometimes the 15 episodes like, that's a little long.
Yeah, I watch 3 hours of wrestling, and sometimes I'm like, ooh boy. This is pretty cool. If you're a fan of the video game Dying Light, that game has been a game that they have been continuing to keep putting more content out over and over and over. It's a game that instead of making a part, I think they are still looking to do a part 2, but it's one of those games that developers are like, we're going to keep adding to this game. It actually comes out. It might have just came out just now or this week, but they actually did a collaboration with Left 4 Dead. So they're going to add a Left 4 Dead style version of the game into.
Is Dying Light the one where you have to survive to the morning?
Yeah.
I get there's 2 that I mix up.
There's a day and a night. So the daytime, the zombies are super slow and lethargic, and you can
Okay.
sneak through them. And then at nighttime, they have other monsters, kind of like I Am Legend style monsters, where they're super fast. If they grab you, it's over. But it's very parkoury, and you climb up buildings. So it's like a parkour zombie game.
Okay,
It's really
the
cool.
one where it's like you're a horror movie and you have to survive and you're one of the survivors?
That's
I think it's on PlayStation.
Dying
maybe?
Light. No, not Dying Light.
I haven't.
It's like
$10.
it's like a cinematic style, Heavy Rain style game.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Until Dawn.
Yes. I
Until
get them
Dawn.
mixed up for some reason.
Just trying to go with some other news here.
Medieval comes out. That is out actually.
That
the
is- yeah.
redone Super Medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the guy messaged me from work and said, "Did you get it? I can't find a physical copy." They found one.
Yeah. Another cool thing going on in the area if you want to help out, the 5th annual Scare Away Hunger Food Drive. So good friends of the podcast, the Agalinskis, they right up the street here in Frackville, they every Halloween and upcoming, every day from now till Halloween, they have a bin on their front porch. And it's all non-perishable goods. So if you want to donate, everything that they do it all through the month of October. They collect as many non-perishable goods as they possibly can, and they take it to a local food shelter and they donate all of it. The reason they do that, there's a really touching backstory, is their father was in a really bad motorcycle accident. He's a super nice guy, I love him to death. That he probably shouldn't have walked away from that motorcycle accident. He was he shouldn't have an arm. He should have probably not have made it. He had a lot of head injuries, almost lost his arm completely. Jesus. He still has a functioning arm. Yeah. The doctors did an amazing job. He made a full recovery. But when he was the breadwinner of the family, so when he wasn't working, this family then had to resort to going to food shelters and food banks to get by and to help themselves out. And once they got back on their feet as a family and started making good money and being able to maintain and go back to normal, ever since then they decided that they wanted to give back to the shelters that helped them and the food banks that helped them. So they now created the Scare Away for Hunger. This is their 5th year. So if there's something you want to do when you are local, you can go to the Yagelinski's house on Washington Street. The night of trick or treating, you'll see it. The house is completely done up. You can't miss it, and you can go and give some food up there.
Did they move the trick or treat though? Because I know
they did. So it's Wednesday night.
Okay, so
yeah, Wednesday night. But even if
because it's supposed to rain on Halloween,
I don't want to give the address out, but it is on Facebook.
Go to her house.
It's 329 West Washington Street. If you see it, there is a bin on the front porch. You can literally go up on their front porch and put a bag or whatever. It could be completely anonymous, or you can leave a note, whatever you want to do. But if you want to help out locally, that's a really cool thing you can do. Trying to see what else we got. I'm just trying to skip over some comic stuff because I didn't really read it and I don't want to sound like
the
an
Ninja
idiot.
Turtle stuff is new. Ninja Turtle. It's a new artist and writer's doing it. It looks awesome. She's drawing and writing it.
Really?
Yeah. It looks really good. And there's the girl turtle now. Oh, there's nothing. Anyway.
A girl turtle?
Her name's Jenica. And she has Wolverine claws and she has a yellow thing.
I'm with it.
They're trying to put her in to make her equal.
Like canon.
Yeah.
Is she like a new origin, or is she someone who just came now?
I don't know. I guess they're gonna explain it, and I don't know if she's been introduced
I'm
in the
interested.
Turtle comic. Yeah,
I know a lot of people get mad. Like, why do they go to add?
Girl?
Yeah,
shut up, shut the fuck up.
Like, if the only girl that the people I know when you're like a girl growing up, like, oh, I don't really like Ninja Turtles because there's nothing for me.
Yeah,
and April O'Neil was just
she don't fight. Yeah, well, newer,
and she was corny.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of cool that they.
Yeah, she looks cool, and for some reason, like that she showed all the art and everything. The girl's the only one that wears pants. The rest of them are just Ninja Turtles. Like they just have their normal. they have wraps. Yeah,
they just got their bulge hanging out.
Why does the girl have pants?
She don't want to show her.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Turtle
the art
power
looks awesome. I'm not sure if
Cowabunga. Joker has now dethroned Deadpool as the highest rated R movie of all time,
which is weird. I've seen Deadpool. I didn't see Joker. I mean, nothing against it.
Yeah, but I also I didn't see Deadpool in theaters.
Okay, I did.
I didn't.
The first and second one.
Yeah, I did. I saw Deadpool in theaters.
But we had a theater then.
Yeah,
so.
I mean that helps. The cool thing about Joker, I think, is it's a character we know. But there's so many different adaptations you can take with it. And I think from what I've been seeing, he took a different road to this Joker, which is really intriguing to people. Where Deadpool is kind of like, hey, go make some fart and sex jokes and let's call it a movie. Let's go cash that check. So I'm interested to see how it went.
I'll watch it when it comes on Blu-ray probably.
Yeah, we're actually coming up to the same mark too, but we want here at Not Cool in High School, and we'll probably talk about this on Tornado Tag as well. Happy 1 year birthday to the Murder My Dude podcast.
Oh wow,
they just hit 1 year as a podcast. Yeah, and we're coming up very, very rapidly on that for our show as well.
How many episodes do they have out?
40.
So almost every week then. 40
yeah. They miss one here or there.
Yeah,
we have as
Who
well.
Doesn't?
The new Walker Texas Rangers superstar, and also from Supernatural. What's his name? Jared Padalecki. was just arrested for DUI.
Pilecki?
I guess his name. Yeah, Padalecki.
Oh, is he one of the Supernatural brothers?
Yes, but he's also going to be the new Walker Texas Ranger.
Oh, is he? So that's the short-haired one.
Yeah, so he just got busted for DUI.
Oh, really? He's going to be Walker Texas Ranger. He would make a perfect Gambit.
Yeah.
Yep.
He there's a weird story to it. I guess he's like the club owner, but then the manager of the club, they got into a fist fight, and check out the story. It's really interesting.
I don't know about it, but it sounds pretty good.
Superman and Lois Lane featuring Tyler.
That's the dude that played Superman and Supergirl CW show.
Yeah, I guess they're getting their own show.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, you and Tyler both posted that, so you guys.
Oh, really? Double posted? Oh, well.
Yeah,
I said something a little bit different.
And I put a really cool video up of 2 chicks rocking out to Legend of Zelda.
I was gonna say, where are you going with that?
Yeah. Steel Panther and Call of Duty are going to be doing a giveaway, so you can go to their website and sign up for it, and they'll give you an autographed copy of the new album, and you'll get a free copy of Call of Duty.
I want the new album. I don't care about the game.
They actually did a Call of Duty lyric of their one song.
Really?
Yeah, he says, "Don't what does he say? Don't mind when I stay up all night playing Call of Duty, or when I try to stick it in your booty."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second or third one.
They're geniuses. What can I say? The Ninja Turtle, Yaz got the Stranger Things season 1. It looks like a VHS. That's really cool looking.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got when it comes to news. Unless you guys have anything that caught your eye or anything, nothing.
That Mandalorian trailer, which I didn't watch.
The what?
Mandalorian trailer, the Star Wars live action show that's gonna be on Disney Plus.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't. Anybody watch that?
You might as well just leave it on the stand.
I'd like to watch
That's a lot
show.
louder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
it's kind of like.
Yeah. It's when you put it back on, turn it off first.
There you go. Yeah.
So the whole thing with the new Joker movie, people are like, I don't like this interpretation of the Joker, and I feel like it's such a huge cop out, and I'm gonna drive it home with
everybody says that.
with like the multiverse shit. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah,
it's like it's a different interpretation. Take it as it is. It's not the legitimate canon if they include it or not.
And if your argument is you don't like this Joker because you're more of a Heath Ledger fan, spoiler alert, that Joker was not the comic book Joker either. Yeah. So, but you loved it.
Jared Leto. I mean, that's why it's the whole, like, you can cut it. It's like splitting hairs at this point in time.
Agreed.
You know what I mean, so like, I can understand like a general consensus of like, okay, this is what the Joker's supposed to be versus all the cinematic ones. You know what I mean? So
I think they're making a sequel, right? Because they made enough money.
Yeah, they are.
They said that it's not going to have any back characters, but like, you keep making them, you're going to eventually have something.
Yeah.
You know, or he's going to run into it under a supervillain.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch the Joker. I'm not going to keep watching the Joker, you know.
Yeah. Joker 5, Joker versus more gangsters.
Yeah, Joker versus more gangsters and the cops.
Yeah.
And you never see Batman. Yeah. I will
There's
check
no
out.
villains ever.
I will
There's
check
never
out.
Harley.
Maybe Martin Scorsese should actually do a Batman.
Yeah, because he hates Marvel.
Yeah. He hates both.
He don't like any kind of fuck him.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to say it right now.
Fuck the Mafia King. What's it called? I don't know what it's called.
Don't you say
Goodfellas.
Don't you dare say.
I think I watched
Goodfellas.
one. Fuck it. I heard the third one sucked. Doesn't the third one suck?
Of what?
Goodfellas 3?
No, Godfather.
Oh, Godfather.
Yeah.
Whatever. See,
Andy full heel turn.
Who made more money? You know, Marvel.
So let's just be completely honest here. I'm going to even say this then. Just because Martin Scorsese doesn't have, you know, the spotlight of mafia films and all these comic book films are going, are going very well, doesn't necessarily mean you have to be salty about it, Martin.
If you remember, he really hated on, I touched on it before, George Lucas with the...
Star Wars?
When he did Phantom Menace, it was the first time anyone filmed a movie digitally. And he was like, fuck him. He's going to ruin film forever.
Yeah. Now they all are digital.
Exactly. Who still uses 35 millimeter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, if he was like humble as shit about it, like I can see that, but like the fact of the matter is, it's like you have your colleagues. I mean, like even Steven Spielberg's just like, hey, whatever, like, hey, that's your thing, do your thing. James Cameron,
Michael Bay's like, you want to see someone fuck it up? Hold my beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a giant dump on this.
Explosions.
Explosion.
Transformers 1 was good.
Yeah.
I really liked 1.
Cut it out. No.
I liked 1.
No, that's fucking
2 was
dog
like,
shit. No.
And 3,
I'm gonna go
3,
full
4, 5, bottom of the barrel.
No. Okay, if you had to get 5 or 6 A-list stars to explain the story about Transformers, and you couldn't even have 15 minutes of the fucking Transformers on. I think there was a total of like 5 minutes of the Transformers.
Yeah, there was too much Shia LaBeouf.
Fuck you. I hate the Transformers franchise. I'm done. I'm done.
And Megan
Fox so hot
with her weird thumbs.
No, I'll get the second movie.
Oh, great. Now I have something to look forward to now.
The second movie had the hot blonde girl.
Yeah.
It would have been better if Beetlejuice was the one twin, though. That would have been great.
Hey,
Beetlejuice
everybody.
from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Whoa,
Yeah,
what's
he's
that?
supposed to be the
One of the twins.
Yeah.
That would have
I
been so
remember
awesome.
that story when he was in Michael
Yeah.
Bay's office. He had this. He didn't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Because
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
He didn't. It didn't matter to him if
He's like, who cares?
Yeah, Pete, you want to come to the bar? Or want to be Transformers too?
Pete, how tall are you?
Yeah.
6'7".
I'm about 6'5". Fuck every day.
That's a good Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
He's like, who me?
Yeah, who me?
Me?
I don't like that guy. He goes angry quick. I love Beetlejuice. He cracks me up.
He's great.
So we'll start with Ben here. What have you been playing? Unless it's the same game we talked about last month.
Well, I've been playing. No, I'm like.
Ben talked about this game one time, and I let him go for like 4 weeks, and he told the same story how he's trying to get through this game, and I was like, I've had enough.
No, but actually, I took a little bit of a break, but I actually watched some cool stuff on Netflix. I watched Daybreak. That's the new Netflix show. It's about 10 episodes long. It's about it's a zomcom of of about teenagers surviving the apocalypse, and now parents are actually zombies, but they're smarter than the average zombie. They talk and they kind of have the same mannerisms.
I hate
and
this.
stuff.
Anyone over the age of 18 became a zombie. Anyone below 18 is a human. I just seen that advertised on Netflix today when I was watching Disenchantment.
I have.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to watch
No, that sounds horrible.
I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking kind of slapped together. It was kind of half-assed. I mean, it has some decent developments with some characters, but the story is kind of fucking slapped together. I watched through it. It's there's some episodes where it's 45 minutes long.
You know who'd be awesome in that show? The Menendez brothers.
Menendez.
Yeah.
The Trenchcoat Mafia?
No, the ones that beat their parents to death with baseball bats.
Oh my God.
It was like in Allentown or something, right?
And then they went to a Knicks game.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
There's actually
That's an old school.
There's actually a baseball card. I mean, a basketball card. Baseball card. A basketball card. I think it's of who was the big dude for the Knicks at the time. But he's going down the court dribbling the ball. No, the point guard. He's going on the court dribbling the ball and sitting courtside is the two brothers.
Really?
And
And
it's
they're on the card?
literally hours after they murdered their parents.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What are you playing any games at the moment, or just watching some stuff?
Well, I tried getting back into Blasphemous, and I was just like, "Oh my god, what the fuck do I have to do now?" I have to get to this one section, but I'm just I kind of saved that as a save point. I'm just trying to pick up the smaller, different rosary beat stuff. And
What system are you playing this on?
It's on PS4.
It's on everything.
Yeah, I think it's on. It's on. Yeah, PS4. I think it might be on Xbox One, or it might just be Switch and PS4. But I didn't get a chance to play Psychonauts, the remake that I brought the last time to the show.
No, that big ass collector's edition you bought.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of time before the other games like River City Girls.
Yeah, it's supposedly shipped. I got an email about it.
Did you get that for Switch or for PlayStation?
I got it for PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, River City Girls is the predecessor of River City Ransom.
And you're the girlfriends trying to save the boyfriends this time. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Wasn't there a
actually well
shower
done.
scene that got banned for Nintendo in that game?
Yeah.
Was there?
It was
Go ahead, Steve.
It's not banned. It
He's
was at the time Nintendo was the NES. Nintendo was really clear they didn't want any Zomcom. I'm still laughing about that.
Yeah. You could let go, Ben. He got it. He can hold a microphone.
Hey, Ben can hold it for me too. I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Gotta be like Slugworth. Remember he flipped the mic out like that, yeah, from Willy Wonka. Remember that?
So Nintendo was really clear about not wanting nudity in their NES games, and they tried to really control that a lot more than the Atari had failed with developers just putting out anything. But River City Ransom got a little bit of slack because if you hit the spa to up your life, there's a scene where he is shining his ass kind of with the towel, and I mean, they just got in a little bit of trouble. I didn't ban it or anything.
Yeah,
but yeah.
a little bit of crack.
So maybe there's a little.
It's a
homage
goofy
to it
Japanese thing.
in the new one.
Yeah. I want to save you for last with this one because I think you have a cool topic to talk about. What are you playing or watching?
Oh,
I've been. My wife and I are watching Castle Rock right now. So it has 3 episodes out. I think the 4th one drops tonight. Ben's like oscillating me. I can hear it in the headphones.
I know.
And then I had no video games, but we just finished up the Malifaux Leagues at the Alchemist Cove.
Oh, cool.
So like now I can finally sleep at night. I don't have to think about how I'm gonna beat my opponent. I finished 3rd out of 15. It was a 10-week league, so
3rd out of 15 is pretty good though.
it's not bad. 3 out of 15. It was the high. The 2 guys that finished the 1st and 2nd were really close.
Yeah.
And then the next like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th were really close.
Okay.
And then everybody else kind of fell off after that. But
Yeah.
so it was kind of intense, especially towards the end there. In a way, I'm glad it's over because like seriously, I'd be like laying in bed like, what am I gonna do next?
It's like that meme where it says he's probably thinking about girls, and it's just like, how do I get my alligator?
are you going to be that person that's just like you go into bed and then like your brain just goes off and then you're like up for hours on end?
Yeah, like every night. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be Malifaux. It'll be something else tonight, but for sure. That's
So you didn't pick up
definitely
Luigi's Mansion 3?
That's
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah, I was thinking it was out.
Is it tomorrow or
No, it's the
Thursday?
31st.
No, I think it's
Thursday, and it's on Halloween.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they changed trick or treating, it's like changing Halloween in my brain.
I heard
It's not-
Nintendo heard about us in Pennsylvania having bad weather, and they're going to move Luigi's Mansion.
I want to get it, but I'm
Like,
like,
nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying it.
I could probably get that and beat it before Pokemon comes out, though.
Oh, 100%.
You know,
I think so.
Yeah,
that's why I don't want to get Outer Worlds because that's going to take longer than
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the time when Pokemon comes out.
You guys have been talking about it. I didn't watch anything, and then commercials have been popping up on Hulu. I'm like, oh, snap! Like that game looks really good.
Outer
Yeah,
Worlds,
it's
Sci-Fi Fallout.
It is.
All out in
It's
space,
sci-fi.
pretty much.
Yep, 100%.
Looks good.
My friend played it. He said he really likes it. He said, but it's easy to miss things, and then it's kind of hard to go back sometimes. He says so. There's a lot of backtracking. I'm like, well,
Aaron said that you had to duck him. I guess you're talking about the tournament.
What a bitch. I already hate Facebook Live, so
That was the nice thing about when we did it on YouTube. People can chime in and heckle a little bit.
And this is the fun part.
yeah. So yeah, Andy, what are you watching or playing or into right now?
Disenchantment, whatever.
You still watching that?
Yeah, I've been watching episodes here and there, but I downloaded Battle Princess Madeline because that's it's a download. Well, there's a physical thing that I missed and
Yeah.
Ben bought. You know, like the limited run games. So it's like Metroidvania, but you're this girl that becomes a princess or becomes a knight.
Actually,
because
sorry,
the guy from real life, well, the guy that made the game, his daughter said, "Why can't girls be knights?" And he's like, "Well, I'll show you." So I made a game, and then it's like Ghosts and Goblins too, and you get
There you
different
go.
mode. Yeah, you get that mode, and then you can play the Metroidvania mode too. But it's like Ghosts and Goblins, but you get items and stuff.
Nice.
It's pretty good. It was only $20.
Yeah. Eddie Collins is complimenting the shirt. I'm actually wearing the Crowbot Dio shirt. This is the shirt they sold tonight at for Long Live Rick and Roll.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Brandon's dad lost his battle to cancer the other day, so thinking about Crowbot and the Crowbot family
his
and everyone.
Daddy-o.
That's
Get
his
it?
daddy-o,
Yeah.
yep. Instead of Dio, it's daddy-o.
Yeah.
But Rick was a cool dude, man. I got to meet him at Skookstock and hang out a little bit, and then got to meet him then at the Dio show. But hearts are out to Crowbot and Brandon and his family. You know, it's tough, not easy. Cancer
No.
sucks, man. But sorry, but I just seen the comment
Anyway,
on the
the
shirt.
game's pretty fun. I haven't played. I only played like an hour,
Yeah.
2 of it. But it is if you like Castlevania or not Castlevania, Ghosts and Goblins or the Metroidvania style, you'll like it. And then I beat Torchlight finally.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I was level 52, level 53, and I beat it. And then you unlock New Game Plus. The ending is kind of like, I'll play through again. I'm like, I don't really
Nope,
want
not doing
to.
that.
Yeah, it's fun, but and then there's like Portal for different boss fights, like
Yeah.
Diablo and like.
The only game I had like that where I beat it, and I beat it 100%, collected all the coins, and then the very ending, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Was Jack and Daxter.
Oh really? I never beat that.
The very end, this giant portal opens. And I go, "Wow, end.
Oh, that's as bad as Borderlands 1. You ever beat that?
No. Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
vault's gonna open. The vault's gonna open. Oh, they opened. The monster came out, and that's it. Now you gotta wait another 50 years. I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Why'd I play this game? But anyway, Torchlight would be more fun if you had 2 people or 4
Yeah.
people playing.
I think I'm gonna pick it up.
It's
this-
Diablo.
Is it cross-platform?
I think so.
Is it?
I don't know if you can play with like if someone on PlayStation plays with someone on Xbox, but it is on everything.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I have it on PC.
Oh, really?
Just,
I don't know if we could play together. I don't know how that would work, but it is fun. There's only there's 4 classes.
I can kind of touch on crossplay a little bit.
Yeah.
So one of the games I'm playing is the new Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty fan, so
Neither am I.
for me to give this review, hang on.
I'm curious because I was actually going to pick it up over the weekend.
So
Now, did you play the last Call of Duty, the last big one, whatever it was?
I normally play them all.
Okay.
So I game share with a friend. Sorry, Xbox, don't ban me. But I game share with a buddy, and so I usually play all of the Call of Duties because that's what my friends play, and it's kind of our bonding game to play with each other. So I got into it. I'm not a fan of the other Call of Duties. I don't like the way they play. I hate how all the maps are kind of 3 lanes, and there's really no like it just didn't. The shooting wasn't like a guy could be halfway across the map and you pull your trigger and the bullet instantly hits the guy. It's not
Yeah.
there's no bullet velocity.
No
There's no
trajectory.
there's no travel. There's no trajectory. That's all gone. They took the game speed and slowed it down.
Oh, okay.
So it's
as
not
arcadey.
just so run and gun. They have this new cover system where you can kind of mount your gun to a wall
Really?
and stabilize the gun to get better shooting.
Wow.
There's a lot more strategy to it now. This is my favorite Call of Duty I've ever played.
Wow.
Are you playing the campaign or
No,
are we talking
just online.
Just online.
I would say that probably the hardcore Call of Duty people hate that. That's what I would think.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't really asked. But that I'm a huge fan of this new Call of Duty. I really enjoy it.
I like the strategy, like in Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. You could do
Yeah.
that. You could and then you can put your gun halfway and then all the way.
Yeah.
Or the camera.
It's
That was
not
awesome.
that in depth. But
Yeah,
it's,
it sounds like it's like a little bit better than just.
So crossplay is on that game, and it is fully activated between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Okay.
When you're on, the only thing you see a controller that looks like an Xbox controller, but it has a screen next to it. And then everyone who's on Xbox has a controller and an Xbox, and if your PC is a mouse and a tower.
Oh, okay.
So anyone who's playing on PlayStation has that TV screen emblem. So you know you're playing cross-platform. There's been lobbies where I've been the only Xbox player in a full PlayStation lobby.
wow.
I believe that.
So finding games is very easier
Yeah.
because you're mixing 3 people. I have played against people with mouse and keyboard. I maybe because Call of Duty is one of those games where any given Sunday, you can just turn a corner and catch somebody. I don't really see much of an advantage. I'm sure there is one, but I think if it's a huge game where everyone's kind of mingling, maybe it's not as prevalent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but like I said, I'm having a really good time with it. I would recommend it.
What's this one called?
I think this is Modern Warfare. I think it's like a
just
reboot.
like Modern
Oh,
Warfare.
it's Modern Warfare.
It's like a
Oh, geez.
reboot of the franchise, is the way they're kind of describing it. Like they brought back an old character, and they're kind of doing a whole story based on him.
Too bad no one's gonna play it that buys the.
I'll tell you what, though, everything I'm reading about the game and people that are playing the campaign, they fucking love the campaign.
Yeah, I heard the campaign's good. That's why I asked.
Yeah, they said the campaign is very like kind of over the toppy, explosion-y, crazy.
Well,
but they
that's cool.
said that's what people like about it. And they said some of the story is very like you're in like a building and you have the night vision goggles and you're slowly working your way and clearing a building.
that's cool.
So people
That's like
are
Rainbow
really
Six.
they said they're really liking the story.
Is the campaign like a Russian thing? Or do you know?
Something I didn't really get into it yet.
it-
They said it's very short though.
Do you know like Metacritic? Have you been on there before?
No.
It's like a
I've heard of it, but I haven't-
site. They
yeah.
take all the reviews from
Yeah.
all. But there was like all this bashing on there, like from people from Russia. Like I don't know, like saying about like things about the game. Was
I know the Russians weren't very happy
propaganda and stuff like that. You know?
I know the Russians weren't happy with the one Call of Duty when you were the Russian people and you shot up an airport.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
that was
was-
like Black Ops or something.
Yeah, that one was didn't go over very well. And then I've been trying to play 2K20 WB. Has not. I mean,
should have waited for that one.
so going in knowing it's broken and playing it, I'm having a fun time with it because when the glitch happens, I laugh like, "Oh my god, that just happened!" Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like the control system to it. I think there's a lot of promise if they can keep that control and the way things kind of and just fine tune it. I think the next game with this developer will be good. This one, they need to put some patches out though.
Could they fix it all, or is it too fucked up to fix?
So what I heard, this is kind of what I was looking online. I guess when Ukes left, they said we're leaving and we're taking our shit with us.
Yeah.
So they had to go back and get scans of characters from like PlayStation 2.
Oh, so that's why they look all shitty with
and
the graphics.
tried to boot them back up for this so they could put a game out because WWE was like, the game needs to be out by this day.
But why not just? Hey, we can't.
So it's kind of like WWE
Take a year off.
Yeah, the WWE was like, this game needs to be out, and the developers like, we're not really ready,
Yeah.
and they're like, we don't care, make it. Like it just really. We'll get into this tomorrow on the show, but it just seems like WWE is just like, how can we keep shooting ourselves in the foot?
What's worse? Let's just wait a year and not get that money, or let's have everyone buy it and then get
and
refunds.
hate it and not buy next year.
Yeah. So
that hurt Assassin's Creed. They knowingly put a game out that wasn't ready, and it sunk Assassin's Creed to the point where people didn't buy the next copy of it. So I mean, that's not smart for 2K to do that.
Yeah. Especially when you know the game's bad. It's like they could have just re-released one of the old SmackDowns. Hey, now downloadable and made money off that.
Yeah, that was a rumor they were going to do with Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
Like a rebooted Here Comes the Pain.
Or here we're going to All Stars for the new system. I buy it.
I'd
Just
buy
get the
All Stars
achievements.
again. Yeah,
I think
100%.
I think it's funny because with all those glitches that were going on, actually people that bought it at the PlayStation Store, Sony had to refund the
Yeah.
game. That's how bad
I tried to get a
was.
refund on Point Break
No,
or Breaking Point, and
yeah.
they wouldn't give it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
So I didn't even try with 2K.
And how about the people that bought the big collectibles and then their Edge picture wasn't signed?
It was Edge, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton,
Yeah.
and a lot of people got. So they bought the physical collector's edition, and it came with an autograph of the. You can just leave it.
Are you done with it? I'm sorry.
You could. What I'm saying is, you could have left it on the stand
On
and
the
just
holder.
instead of like doing that weird hold thing the whole time, like he's gonna steal it on you.
Is Doink the Clown in it?
He is not.
Is Dink in it?
He is not.
I think
don't wanna
Doink was
buy
in
it.
one a couple years ago.
I think Doink. The only game Doink made an actual apperances was the arcade fighter one.
that WrestleMania arcade game. He's
Yeah.
in that, but I think he
the-
was in a couple
the
years ago.
Bally
He was
Williams,
in.
Yeah.
Or Williams. Yeah.
That's pretty much the only thing I've been really playing. Now this is I've actually watched something new. I'm proud of myself. So what happens to me? I go on Netflix and I'm like, I'm gonna watch something for the show, and then I start it, and then I'm like, oh, The Office, or I'm gonna watch Tiny Houses, or I'm gonna watch some stupid documentary. Not stupid, but documentary, and then or a stand-up comic I have watched 1,000 times. So I found this show called Haunted. All right, hear me out. It's
Is there? I don't know how. Is it a white guy and a black guy? Because there was
Keep going,
there was
Andy,
a
keep
comic book
going.
called Haunted, and I
No.
was like, "Oh wait, is this about the comic?" And it had nothing to do with the comic.
No.
The comic was good.
So Haunted is so the best way I can sell it to you that I think if you'll probably watch it and maybe enjoy it. They're very pushing it that it's based on true events.
Well,
so
anything
these
based on
these
true
are
events.
these people's stories
Okay.
of their situations that they've been through.
Okay.
Now some of the stories are ghostly, like ghost stories. Some of them are demon. Some of them are evil entity. There's an alien one in there. There's one
Ooh.
where a guy was part of a cult. So it varies. But the way they portray it is this family or this guy and his friends sit around a table and he tells his story and narrates it. And while he's narrating it, they do like a unsolved mysteries
Like a reenactment.
style reenactment.
Okay.
I think I might have seen
But
something
it's
like
actually
this,
good. Like it's shot really good. Like the special effects are good. The characters look good. So and then like there's some nudity in it. The
Oh.
one scene, the girls
Wait,
having
let me write
sex
this
and
down.
they and you see some boobs.
What episode was that?
But the show is the best way I can describe it is it's an adult version of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
Like they
that's
all
pretty
sit.
nifty.
They
it
all
does sound
sit-
like all unsolved mysteries though. with
yeah,
the
it's like
acting out.
Unsolved Mysteries meets Are You Afraid of the Dark, but adult
wow.
version.
Cool.
Some of the stories in it are very like, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you seriously? Like, that's what you're saying happened. Who am I to say if it's real or not? You know what I mean? But if you take it for a story and not so much taking it as this really happened, I think
Like
you'll enjoy
Tales
it.
from the Crypt.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. I think some of the stories are really, really good. The serial killer story, there's a story about a serial killer in it where this family, I don't want to give too much away, but this sister two sisters lived in their parents' house, and their parents were serial killers. And the way they did the reenactment is like their father was like Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses. Like he was a butcher. Like, and he was just and they're trying to say that they think their father murdered up to upwards over 100 people.
Couldn't you find any like news reports to validate that story though? I mean,
There's nothing.
I rather the Otis from Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
It's good.
So that's what people are kind of saying, like, Netflix, come on, really?
Yeah.
Like there's like, I'm from the area, I've never heard of this story. And then Netflix is like,
whoa.
well, we had this family came in and told their story, so them being on the show is kind of like the police are now investigating this because of our episode. So to be determined if it's something that gets debunked. But it was one of those stories where it's like, it's a really crazy story. It's really crazy. But at the end of the day, you're like, this guy would be one of the most prolific. He would be one of the most famous serial killers of all time if this story was true.
Yeah, it'd be all over the news too.
Yeah,
100 people died in Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah, so it would be so that would be interesting to see how they go about it and see. But I've been watching that, so it's called Haunted.
It don't sound bad.
It's interesting. Like I said, if you go into it with like this is all fake and I'm gonna hate it and it's bullshit, you're gonna hate it.
So the show I was thinking of is called Ghosted.
Yeah. Okay.
Netflix, right?
Yes. So some of them are cool. Like I said, but it reminds me of like an adult version of Are You Afraid of the Dark, which
It doesn't sound that bad.
I've been looking for something to scratch that itch for a long time because I've always been a fan.
Really?
Of, you are driving me bonkers by holding that. I don't know why in the corner of my. I just don't know why this is just getting. It's fine. Just leave it there. Like you're holding it like it's gonna run away from you. like you are fighting Steve for this microphone. Like I am gonna say something before him, and if I hold it, I'm in control. I am the captain now.
It's the conch from Lord of the Flies.
Holy crap! I'm literally in the corner of my eye. I just see Ben like just
Can I have some of that?
Yeah, like all right. I feel like you have something to say. What do you got?
Hi. I watched all of Haunted.
I watched Goblin Slayer where they just fuck each other.
Oh, I have something about that. They're coming out with a movie about that too.
Yeah, I won't watch it.
Live action? No, I don't know.
He's some anime that Ben watched, and he's like, "Yeah, there's like 15 goblin rapes." I'm like, "That's 10 too many." Like this whole show is.
10 too many. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's just about
that one's escaped.
No, you should say 14 too many.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of goblins that rape people, and they get like a goblin slayer to go kill the goblins. So
It
he
actually happens
Is
in
that
2 or
like
3
that
episodes.
hentai or whatever? Or what?
No, it was just
close.
like
they're kissing cousins.
Is that the right term for that?
No,
It's not
you would
straight.
be
It's not like
right.
tentacle porn or anything, right?
Yeah.
Goblin porn.
Yeah.
People are into that. I mean, people are into that. Yeah.
He's like pointing at you, and he's like, "People are
He's like, "Help me out, Steve." That one.
pointing
he was
at
like,
me?
he was like tipping the hat.
Yeah,
to
he's like that one time we bonded over anime.
And this is the one time where he holds the microphone like this. Now.
he's like, people are into that, and he holds the mic the opposite way so you can't say anything.
If anyone's watching live and they have a suggestion that they want us to go check out on Facebook or something, I'm kind of keeping up on the air, but you have to scroll down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching it here.
Now I don't want to hold the microphone because you know.
Yeah, you're freaking me out, man. I'm just, so you're kind of playing something right now.
Yeah. I'm playing. I got a review copy.
Yeah, review copy
of Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh,
so,
nice.
I've been playing it. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I played the prior ones. And for some reason, I could never like finish them or get through them. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of backtracking and stuff in the games for some reason.
That's not a thing in this one.
It is not.
Yeah.
No, and it's good. You're basically, same characters and stuff. You're in this big mansion. Get the ghost. It all focuses around like an elevator in the game. And the ghost stole all the buttons to the elevator. So you have to go and find these different ghost bosses and stuff and kill them and get back these buttons to the elevator to go and explore these different floors. And that. And then there's the Goo Luigi? Or
Luigi?
Luigi. Yeah. Luigi.
Yeah. And that's really cool too. Yeah.
You can actually play the entire game co-op with somebody locally with
Really?
Luigi.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, it's really good. It's
Yeah.
really, really good.
From what I heard, they said that the boss fights are awesome.
They are. They're cool. Yep.
And they said it's one of the best looking games on the Switch
wow.
right now. They said it looks better than the Breath of the Wild. They said it is the most impressive game, and they said the way how Luigi's facial expressions change throughout the game is just like it's
the classic.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Luigi's.
Yeah, so everything I'm seeing so far on it looks like people are
Does
really
his
really into
vacuum
it.
talk?
It does not talk.
Okay.
At least it hasn't talked yet.
Yeah,
But it sucks and blows.
Ooh.
it's a sucker and blower.
It is.
Baseball.
Yeah.
She's gone from suck to blow.
Yeah, but it's for supposedly what people are. Every review I've watched on it so far, people love it.
I've played it for a couple hours and I'm intrigued. I feel the need to play more. And, I actually think this is going to be the first one I finish.
The first one's really quick,
That'd be the
Is
first
it?
one. I never
Yeah.
played the second one.
and they said the
4 hours.
Wow.
and
Yeah.
the online to it, they said it's phenomenal, really really good online. So I'm definitely
That's cool.
I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah. I mean, and I finished up Link's Awakening. Is that the one? Anyone
Yeah,
else play
Link's
that?
Awakening.
The Game
It's
Boy.
really good. I loved it. I never played the version on the Game Boy, so it was all fresh to me.
Nice.
Did any of you guys play it?
Yeah, I played
It's
the
cool,
shit out
like
of that game.
the side-scrolling parts with like the Mario stuff.
Yeah, like when you go underground and stuff.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
rad.
finished
Love
a
it.
Zelda or Link game in my entire life.
Oh, wow.
I played the piss out of the Game Boy
I finished
one.
Yeah.
almost all of
So like going through the Switch one wasn't very challenging.
Right.
We talked about that a little bit because it was the conversation was, is it a $60 game? If you've played the first one, is it a $60 game? And I guess my answer was kind of no-ish.
Yeah.
But I mean, from your perspective, was it a $60 game for you?
Oh
Like,
yeah, definitely.
awesome.
I mean, I never played the one on the Game Boy, so it was all completely new to me.
That's awesome.
And when I played it, it was just like Legend of Zelda all over,
that's
like
awesome.
the very first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's and the graphics are good, and the story's awesome, and the music in it is really really good. I mean, it's a complete package as far as I'm concerned.
The one thing I think that was really cool, it was interesting, when you played that on Game Boy, you only had 2 buttons.
Yeah.
So you really had to think about how you were going to go into this. Is it going to be feather and sword? Is it going to be sword and shield?
Right.
And it was kind of nice to get a couple items out there for your fingers. Like
Right.
that was a nice add.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how they were going to go about that at first, but
I'm gonna get that eventually. I want to play it.
It's good.
I think it's great, yeah.
I still have the Game Boy game, but
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait for Luigi's Mansion 3. It's going to be awesome.
I might buy it.
Dude, it's great, man. I mean, it's real. If do you like the other ones?
Yeah, love.
I'm assuming you're
Love.
gonna really, really love this. Then.
Can't wait.
Because the other ones, I was kind of like, I like the idea of the game, but I don't know. I just never. I don't know. It just never got through them.
I think we talked. I think we talked about that too. I don't think I ever finished one of them. Like I've played Luigi's Mansion 1 100 times from
Yeah.
the beginning, but I don't know if I've ever totally
there was
beat
like
it.
I never
one on
played
the 3DS or something.
That's
That's
right?
the second
Yeah,
one.
yeah, And,
Yeah.
I mean, that one I started in too, and I don't know. Maybe I'm smarter now, or so. I'm not sure what it is.
Well,
but
one of the
it's
reviews
good.
said when you first play it, the puzzles seem really easy, but as you progress throughout the mansion, there is some times where you're like, okay, this is getting a little more challenging.
Mm-hmm.
So they said the game does increase as you get higher into the mansion, and they said the levels get really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So it's kind of like Resident Evil 4, where you're doing pretty well, and then
Yeah.
like it just the difficulty
Yeah.
right there, because
Which was
That's what
for
you
like
said.
the
that's the one
one
when
where you shoot a lot in it.
like Leon Kennedy
that's
was
6.
doing.
Or 5.
four's the first one where they go over the shoulder.
Yeah,
look.
over their shoulder. Leon Kennedy comes
Laser
back
pointer.
again, yeah.
Is that the one with the thing in the lake on it?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's the
my
one.
favorite one.
Good
Yeah, I lo-
And that's what made the game like so awesome, over the fact that like it had that increased
Well,
difficulty.
when you get to, I think
Yeah,
when you get
yeah.
the castle, it gets too hard. I never beat it after that. I gave
no,
up.
I mean you have to really work it, because it's kind of like going from like the bare bones, like
Yeah.
how the infection goes throughout the whole entire, like from the village to the castle, and then the castle to
that
Once-
game
once-
is
like
like
the army.
super
There's-
long too.
Once there was guys shooting
It's
at me and
crazy
stuff,
how
I'm
like deep it was.
It's like you
No.
think it ends and then it's not over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ending's awesome too.
Now, if you really want to talk about a long portion about that game, it's really the military portion of it.
which I didn't like. When you fight
Oh,
Rolando from
the
Street
military
Fighter
portion,
in
I'm
that
not
cage.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty freaking
Yeah,
long.
that's when it wasn't Resident Evil anymore.
Yeah.
The new one I played completely in VR. I don't know. That was like I had the VR for the PlayStation for such a short amount of time because like every time I start to play it, I felt like I had to like get in the spacesuit. Like I had to put all this gear on, you know, and I had to lock the door so my wife didn't come in and scare the shit out of me. And you know, like there was this whole rigmarole. But I'll tell you, if I had to buy that thing just to play Resident Evil for the experience that I got playing that,
I would not have been able to do that.
it was such amazing. Like I would purchase the VR just to play that game.
Oh, shit my pants.
I mean, it was great.
Oh my god! Every time like he bought Resident Evil, like Biohazard,
Yeah.
and I was playing through it because I had the game already. I was like ripping through it, and like Jack Baker comes out of the wall. He screamed, "Holy shit, man!" He's like, "Jack Baker, oh my god!" And I'm like, "Tony,
I hate
that was
jump scares.
So
I don't like
funny
it either.
though. Oh my god!
Well, I think that game, because it was made for VR, when you don't play VR, it sucks. I hated it. Plus, I thought it was too,
I liked
Yeah.
it.
too far
I
away
mean,
from
you had to
Resident
get
Evil.
used. You had to get used to it.
It
It's
was-
like that. It brought the survival
the-
horror.
It was
back
all
in
these
a
like,
way,
okay, this
in
is
a different
clearly
type of
designed
way.
to jump scare me if I was wearing the VR, but I'm not. So
Yeah.
it's just
To
something
me,
coming at
it was like, oh shit, Silent Hill has this PT coming. We need to quickly get a game going right now.
Hey, yeah, then PT is like, we're not gonna make that.
Yeah, PT. Fuck it. One of the most anticipated things of all time.
Yep.
Scrap it.
I don't know. I mean, it was a good experience for me. I was happy.
Yeah.
And as far as stuff I'm watching, I just started watching The Sopranos again. you
Yeah?
know, like, I mean,
Are they making a prequel to that?
I heard they're doing something, but I don't know. I mean, but, you know, I've watched a lot of the series and stuff of different shows. And, man, when you start watching The Sopranos again, you remember how fucking good that show. I mean, it is amazing. I mean, like, it doesn't let up. I mean, it's such a solid show, you know. I mean, in comparison to other ones that have come out. Not saying Breaking Bad is not
The
good.
Breaking
or
Bad
any of
movie, I
that
have yet
stuff.
to watch it yet.
I haven't seen that either. That's on my list of
Yeah.
things.
I'll tell you what, I have one more thing I just remembered as you were saying. I was actually listening to it as I was setting up for today. If you're a fan of The Office, Jenna Fisher and Angela, who played Angela in the show, just made a podcast called Office Women.
Okay.
And they're literally going episode by episode, and they're giving their insider and like recapping every episode.
Oh, I see.
So I listened to the first podcast where they talked about the pilot episode. If you're an Office fan, check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, I added to my
My
streams,
only
but I didn't
my
listen to it
only problem with it, there is a lot of commercials.
yet. Oh,
So you
hit
got
that 30-second
that
fast
30
forward.
yeah, so-
that thing's wonderful.
yeah, that's one thing we don't have here yet. Unless we get sponsors. If you want to sponsor
But
us,
we won't know.
If you want to sponsor us, I will put commercials on this bitch every 15 seconds.
Blue Chew, Omaha Steaks. We're talking to you.
This is sponsored by Juicy Fruit. No.
All right, I want to hear about. I want to hear about what game you're playing, but first, Omaha Steaks.
Yeah.
Like Jericho's transition.
Yeah.
Tell you.
Yeah.
So Ben, I'm gonna need you to give him the mic, full control now. He's gonna do here. Just do this. Slide that, and then put your actual microphone. There you go. There you go.
Microphone.
Get it up in there. Get it up in your mouth hole.
Ben, you're so helpful
I know
today.
he's about it today. So we're gonna go over some Nintendo Switch deals and news.
All right.
Oh, I bought that 9-cent game. I didn't get to play it.
Oh.
I did buy it though. but-
it went off sale too. I missed it.
and so
too.
the lowest amount of money you can add is $10. So
If you had to pay $10
I have
for-
$9 and 92 cents left, and I'm trying to find like a $9, $8 game.
So there was a game on the Switch that was a 9-cent game you could have
Yeah,
bought.
What was it?
Give me 1 second.
something in the Bird King or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, a Bird King or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
It's a downloadable indie game, but it was 9 cents. You know, I'll gladly give it a dime
Yeah.
just about for it. But yeah, I didn't get to play. I totally forgot about
Revenge of the Bird King.
it. Yeah.
Yes. So this segment
right
here,
now.
if you're here's the thing, we're a lot of you guys probably may have not seen this show on YouTube, and if you have, thank you so much.
Yes,
If-
thank you.
If you haven't listened to it on audio, thank you as well. If you have, but we're gonna kind of do this weekly now. We're gonna go on Facebook Live. Don't get comfortable because this is not going to be the whole entire show. We will cut it off when we get to our topic when we talk about Halloween, because we want you to go check out the YouTube and check out the hard work we put into it, and check out the intro music and all that really cool stuff that you're going to get and experience when you do check it out on the audio or on YouTube. So if you please, this is our quick commercial. Go check us out. Hit that subscribe button. If your podcast does have a rating system, if you give us a rating and share it, let your friends know that this is a local thing going on in the area. We're always up to adding new topics too. So our topic tonight is the Halloween franchise. Last week's topic was Elvira. Last week's topic was Luigi, and the one before that was Elvira. So if you have a topic that you want us to do, put it in the comments below. We're trying to get the page more active, so definitely comment, tell us what you think about it, and go check us out on Instagram at IWEP Network. You can go check out the IWE Network page, but all that really cool stuff. So this is going to be our segment here where we can tell you where to get some good games on a good sale for your systems.
So starting with Nintendo news, there was nothing actually big this week. All they're talking about is Luigi, so that's to be expected. Best Buy right now you can get the Switch with a 128 gig micro SD XC for $299. So normal price, you get the free 128 gig
That's
card.
worth it if you don't have it.
There is some rumors about another Nintendo Direct coming up very soon, and there's a lot of speculation about the stuff that's going to be on there. I guess actually that wasn't even one of them yet. No, it was, some of them were pretty fucking crazy, like unbelievable crazy. And supposedly it was all from a ex-Nintendo employee who was just fired. It was a Smash Brothers reveal of the next character. It was supposedly that GTA 6 is going to be Switch exclusive.
No,
What?
No,
Never.
no way. That's losing so much money.
Red Dead Redemption will be coming to the Switch.
I believe that.
But
I can't imagine.
But it will be. They're actually going to have a Switch Pro, which will be $400.
How are they going to do the original Red Dead?
No, Red Dead 2. So the rumor in this direct was going to be a Nintendo Switch Pro edition, which will be 4K 60 frames per second 1080p graphics, but it will be a $400 system, and it's going to be coming out soon. I don't see that being a thing.
either.
I read speculation about that, but that was more in regards to them being able to keep up with the next gen Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't think they have to.
What is the media? Is it still going to be a cartridge?
I guess so. Yeah.
There's no
Everything
way.
I read was speculation.
How in the
I
hell
have
are
no
they going to
idea.
fit that game onto
But they
one of
got
those
Skyrim.
cartridges?
They got Skyrim on one, right?
Yeah. Skyrim.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
They got The Witcher 3 on one of those,
Yeah.
but they said that it doesn't play.
Yeah, but do
Oh,
you remember
really?
when you
It's not
got
perfect.
Red Dead Redemption 2 and it took like an hour to download like the game before you played it? You
So
know?
that was one of the things. There's, like I said, it's if you want to check it out, that guy that we always share, the RGX guy. You know,
Yes.
he does a really good. He has a whole video up on it, so you can go check him out.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Don't share we got this covered because all the news stories are fake.
Yeah.
I unfollowed that one page. It's like Deadpool fans that kept sharing. I was like, all these stories are fake.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So Nintendo, the featured, the Spotlight stuff that they have right now, Night in the Woods, it's normally $19.99 down to $13.99. THQ has a Nordic Halloween sale. There was only 4 games on it, and I didn't know 2 of them, so I didn't copy them down. But Darksiders 2, Definitive Edition is normally $29.99. It's marked down to $23.99. And the first Darksiders War Master Edition is $29.99, marked down to $20.
oh, it's Definitive edition.
Definitive?
Yeah, because the guy Death is the character you're playing.
Oh.
So get it, Definitive.
Get it? That's available till November 7th. There was another game that's featured, Flippin' Death, $19.99, marked down to $5.99.
Death?
It's some kind of adventure puzzle platformer. The developer Drinkbox, they have 2 games on sale right now, 50% off. So Severed, I lost me.
Change that a little bit there.
Severed is $14.99, marked down to $7.49. That's for the Switch, the 3DS, and the Wii U. And then Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition.
I heard good things about that game.
It's like Metroid Castlevania, but you're a luchador.
It looked pretty
well.
awesome. For the Switch, $14.99, marked down to $7.49.
That's a grab.
That's
and
worth it.
also for the Wii U, for anybody that still has that.
That was a game I have free on Xbox.
Yeah,
but-
they
nice.
gave the first one for free, and PlayStation did too. Then and 2, you had to buy, but it's like
Yeah.
$12.
That looked all right.
Yeah, it's fun, and
For
you get different
$7.50.
wrestling moves instead of like
Nice.
like missiles or something. You get like a drop kick or you
Nice.
get, it's pretty cool.
33% off the Amnesia collection. So Dark Descent, Machine for Pigs, and Justine. All 3 of them bundled together, $29.99 normally. It's marked down to $19.49. Also spotlighted Jackbox Party Pack 3, normally $25, marked down to $18.74.
Part 6 just came out.
Yes, I think I had that last week.
Yeah.
And then these are the unfeatured ones. I actually went through all the sale games as I typically do. These were the only ones that really stood out. Blasphemous, $24.99. It's down to $19.99. Torchlight 2, $19.99, marked down to $15.99.
That's worth it.
Stranger Things 3, $19.99, marked down to $9.99.
I heard that's like a pretty good. It's like a 16-bit game or something.
And some of the stuff from the video game will actually carry over to the story of
Nice.
the actual
Really?
show.
Wow.
Nice. Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4 are all $29.99 normally. They're marked down to $19.99.
It's not bad.
Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil Revelations 2, normally $19.99, marked down to $13.99.
The Revelation games.
I have all the.
You can skip those ones.
I have all of the Resident Evils on the Xbox.
Yeah, they're all dirt cheap right now on PlayStation. They're all
Yeah.
like $6.99.
Now, these are Steve Miller's deals of the week.
Oh,
if you thought The Adventure of Birdman was good for 9 cents, wait till you get this.
I can spend my $9.98 I have, or 92 cents.
Hard West, which is a Weird West turn-based strategy game.
Okay.
If you're into those sort of things, it all comes together pretty nicely in this demonic turn-based shooter.
Oh, okay.
You had me at demonic.
So $19.99 is the normal price. It is on sale for $199.
Whoa,
Wow.
hey, spending that money. So like Advanced Wars, but Wild West.
Yes,
It's like my
Weird
Ric Flair.
West. Yep.
Wow. With Flair and
Yeah.
Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
So that one, that's a good deal. My opinion. Love the game. I have it for PC. I love it. It's good.
And what's it called? What?
Hard West.
Hard West.
Yeah. And then the other one, I bought this on a whim a couple weeks ago, and for whatever reason, I loved it, and it was a big hit with the girls. Do you guys remember Bushido Blade for PlayStation?
Yes, I have it.
No.
Yeah.
You don't remember
And you
Bushido Blade?
could get the action figures that you can open them and look at them.
Dude, if you never played it, it was like, I don't want to say hyper realistic. It's kind of realistic. You'll face off against another foe, and you got like 2, maybe 3 hits before you're dead. Like, it's a fight to the death. It's pretty intense. You got to kind of make your move. It's the game that's on sale is called One Strike, and it's very much like that, but it's more of like a super highly polished. I don't want to say it's 8-bit because it's better than 8-bit. So somewhere between an 8 and a 16-bit.
Okay.
It's called One Strike. It plays just like that, except for it's fucking one hit. And you face off. It's deathmatch. When you die, you got to start from the beginning. That game is normally $4.99. It's marked down to 49 cents. Totally worth the 49 cents.
Hey, how about that?
All right.
And that's what I got from Nintendo.
Hard West got a 7.3 out of 10 out of IGN.
It's good.
So Andy said a lot of the Halloween sales are still going on for PlayStation.
Yeah, till November 2nd. November 1st or November 2nd.
There's 153 total games on sale for Xbox right now. I'm not going to get all of them.
Just do it a bit.
Some of these are not huge deals. Borderlands 3 is on there. It's nothing crazy. Mortal Kombat, State of Decay, the new Rage. So if this one's kind of decent. Rage is normally $60. Rage 2, that one's down to $29.99. Stranger Things is also $9.99. Kingdom Hearts 3 is $35.99. There's a game called Transference. No idea. But that game is $7.49, down from $25. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is $12. Alien Isolation is $12. So if you're looking to scratch that Halloween games itch, this is an actually pretty cool one for a good price. 2 of them here. One I heard a lot of good things about, but I never played. The other one is supposed to be pretty good. The Evil Within 2.
Yeah, I never played 1 or 2. I'd like to.
Evil Within 2 is down to $19.79.
Nice.
And then the game Agony. I believe that's the one where you're in hell.
This might answer your question.
Whoa.
19 Canadian dollars plus 79 is 74
What is
US
that?
dollars and 90 cents.
What?
Damn, Alexa.
What did it pick up?
Alexa, shut up.
It's like, I don't know.
Wow.
about it.
Wow.
She was so loud.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas. That scared the garbage
Yeah, I
out
was
of
like,
me.
what? I thought it was my phone. I'm like,
Yeah. So Agony is a game where you go to hell, and I think you have to escape. From what I heard, a lot of people were really
I think
excited
it's
about
a
it.
side-scrolling, like kind of like the Castlevania.
Yeah. The BioShock collection is $20.
That's all 3 of them.
Yeah. The Doom and the Wolfenstein 2 bundle is $26.38. Prey and Dishonored 2 is $32. It's pretty. I mean, there's a whole bunch on here. I'm just trying to put out some crazy ones.
Yeah.
If you want to get Dead by Daylight DLC, it's really cheap right now. You can get Freddy or Ghostface and Michael Myers. Dead Island Definitive Collection is about $8. All the Dead Risings are on there. So pretty much anything you're gonna think about that's like a scary style game is going to be on there. Don't Starve Giant Edition is $3.74. So that's
Worth it.
Yeah. So there's a little bit there you can grab. So PlayStation's still the same. Steam, he kind of
I can
a little bit. Okay.
I can breeze through it.
Yeah.
So right now, Steam is running the Halloween sale, which is huge. There are thousands and thousands of games on sale right now. Sale runs till November 1st, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I just kind of want to touch on what the best sellers are that are on sale right now. If you give me a second.
Do you want to grab the beer then?
Okay. So the top sellers at the moment, Graveyard Keeper, Stranger Sins.
Graveyard Keeper.
It's that game looks like it's like a simulation adventure RPG.
Oh, sounds cool.
Kind of sandboxy. It's marked down to $8.99. Lonely Mountains. I'll just do the sale ones. I don't even know any of these games. The Lonely Mountains Downhill. It's $20. Abandoned Ship, $25.
Never heard of it.
AI War 2, 40% off for $12. Jackbox Party Pack 6. You know what time it is.
Yeah.
$29.99. But there's literally thousands and thousands of games up there right now.
That's one of the big sales, though, right?
Halloween's one of the big ones.
So you could probably buy a lot of good stuff for cheap.
I was looking at the XCOM 2. All the DLC. It was like right around $30.
Wow.
And it's like $160 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I have that. PlayStation gave away for free for one of the month games. I never played it. Downloaded it and was like, I'll get to it. I loved one.
Add to library.
Yeah, add to library, but you don't download.
All right, so this is going to be our last segment we're going to do quick, and then we will be cutting the live stream off for Facebook. So if you guys tuned in, thank you for that. And remember, go check out the rest of it on Anchor and our Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts or music. And then you can go watch us on YouTube. The only thing I can say, man, is please help us out. Go hit that subscribe button on YouTube. So we have 2 snacks tonight. One's an adult snack and one's not.
Snack.
There's actually 3 because there's the other.
Oh, okay. So we have 2 adult snacks.
Oh
and
my
then one.
god!
Yeah.
Andy, you're not a drinker, but we'll give you a little
I'll
sip
just
to try it. So this is going to be Zombies Are People 2 Pumpkin Ale by
Piece of people.
is it NT Brewing Company?
No, it's neutral.
Oh, New Trail Brewing Company. Sorry, I
Yeah.
just seen the NT.
The can looks cool. I mean, the
Yeah.
label
Before we get into that, Ben does have some
because it's video.
Yeah. While we're pouring this first one, Ben has a show and tell he
Whoa,
wants
it's
to
a
show off.
CGC.
I'm gonna be very honest.
I like how he moved to the thing and he's just standing there
I'm
like.
gonna be very honest.
very dumbster.
Ben brought this comic and it makes me very uncomfortable that it's even near me because
me too.
it's out of control.
How much?
My heart literally skipped a beat when I saw it.
curious.
What is that?
How much it costs?
Ooh, all right.
Captain America Wheeler Tail
I was
74,
gonna say,
my
hold-
grail.
Hold it there.
Take a look, Tony.
I don't even want to touch
Here,
it.
go
I'm
ahead,
good. No,
touch it.
I see it. Nailed it.
It's like someone has a new baby. I don't want to hold it. I don't
No.
want to hold
Here,
it.
not even-
Go ahead. Okay.
Hey, that's orange.
That comic is
Ben's like, watch me take it out of the packaging.
Yeah.
no, that
Go ahead
comic.
and look through it.
That
Yeah.
comic can probably pay for my house, my car, and probably half the podcast
take a
equipment
look.
here.
Well, you didn't pay that much.
No.
But you could buy a car with it.
Yeah, that's worth.
You
That's
could
probably
buy-
that,
That's
October
insane.
1949.
I don't have
first
anything.
golden
that car.
age.
That comic is worth more than my car.
Ain't that something? Yeah, probably mine too.
That comic can buy all of this podcast off 3 times.
Yeah. I could buy it and sell you 3 times over.
Now, Eddie, you don't have to drink the whole thing, obviously.
It's a
Yeah, but just put it a little bit in the 1 cup here.
4.5 out of
That's
what?
plenty for me.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Because I'm not even gonna.
It smells really good.
That's
I'm gonna have 1 sip
tough.
and that's about it.
That's tough for a book like that. That's my oldest, my
In fact,
first golden
here,
age.
I don't even need that much. We'll give a
First
little bit to
grail.
make that bend.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
But yeah,
All right.
that's my grail, everybody. I
So
wanted to
you
show
want
off a
to
little
tell us
bit.
you want to tell us a little bit about the comic, how you came about it?
So I have a guy that he's a comic book guy, and he's like, oh, I always like looking at like horror comics, and he's a really big like Italian horror guy, and he's like, oh, like there's so much out there.
Now, is he a big Italian horror guy or a big Italian horror guy?
I like
See where I put
he's-
the comma?
Yeah.
Is he big Italian? Like, hey, I like R. What you talking about? I like R.
But basically, I was like, all right, well, I should look up some like really cool like skull comics, right? And then literally, at work, looked it up and I saw that cover and I'm like, holy shit, I gotta get that.
Now, wait, that's not the first appearance of Red Skull, though, right?
No, it's just like a classic cover. It's just like something really cool. Like these come up like they're like the Halley's Comet of this book. So
What does one average cost price?
Oh God.
See, this is graded. CGC'd in the case, so
Yeah.
All right. So, if Ben doesn't want to say it, that is
So let me just tell.
unrated.
I'll
it's much
say,
less.
Just look on
I'll say
Heritage.
this. I'll just say that
was it
there
Weird Tales?
What Tales?
Well, let me just. I'll.
What number is it?
It's 74.
Okay.
So October 1949. It's
We're
a
all
Halloween
looking.
issue. Yeah. So basically, I was trying to get an issue about a year or two ago that was raw. It went for $9,500.
9,500.
Yours is graded what?
A
9.8.
4.5.
Oh,
All right.
4.8.
So Ben's is graded a 4.5.
Yes.
On this marketplace right here, a 3.5 is going for $13,214.60.
Ain't that something?
Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
And Ben's is a whole letter grade higher than that.
Yeah.
A whole number grade
And
higher.
it could grow from there potentially.
Oh, it's yeah. That's why I'm very uncomfortable that I'm even looking at that.
Yeah. That's something else, ain't it?
But nope, that's my book. I like it. You know,
Better.
Yeah. So here's a guy saying, "I'm selling my unrestored copy of Captain America Wheeltail 74. Book is in okay condition. I'm asking for $2,100, or like $2,100.
Oh, well, there you get.
I don't think it's CGC graded or anything, but yeah. So that's an idea of what you just kind of looked at there on camera. If you want to see other pictures of that, we will have it up on our Instagram account. So I will take a picture and stuff of that as well as everything else tonight. So
Actually, it says on Heritage, a 2.0 value is $1,850.
But that's the raw value.
VG 4.0 value is $3,700, and let's see, that's about it, right?
That's like if you found one in your basement.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And that's saying from cream to off-white pages. So there's a lot to that then too. Overstreet lists this book is a scarce read book. So I've been searching for like 3 or 4 years, and I saw like 6 in a matter of 3 or 4 years. And that it was the same book that was that same book that I got was listed like twice or 3 times. Then too, so like
there's a cool thing you could type in. There's a number for that comic on the top, the graded thing, and you can find out the history about it.
oh wow.
Oh yeah,
Like who owned
Serial
it, or
number,
what,
yeah.
All right, so we got a beer to try here. This is called Zombies Are People 2 Pumpkin Ale from New Trail. You want to tell us how you came about this, or give us a little bit about it?
I bought it at the store.
What do you?
I love New Trail. I'm a big fan of New Trail.
Where are they out of?
Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
There was a top 10 breweries in Pennsylvania on Untapped. New Trail was on there.
Yes, I love it. So if you're a beer person and you do not follow Breweries of Pennsylvania, please do. They are a great webpage and a great Facebook page to follow.
The deal with New Trail is brewer from Tired Hands left, and he went up to Williamsport and started his own brewery, which is New Trail.
And Tired Hands is a good brewing company.
Tired
too.
Hands is awesome, and New Trail hazy doubles all day long. So they got
I am-
plenty of them.
I'm normally not a pumpkin fan.
No, me either. Me either.
I took my first sip of it already. It's fucking awesome. That's a good beer.
Does it smell like one? Let's see.
Yeah, it literally tastes like cinnamon pumpkin.
I mean, New Trail makes good beers, but I like it a lot. For a pumpkin beer, it's really good. But I'm an IPA drinker.
so
he loves it.
Andy is not a beer drinker. So
I'm not a drinker at all.
Andy loves it.
He's not a drinker at all.
He's just
So-
doing that
So
for
to
the
me, it
camera.
just smells like beer.
take a sip.
Like
He's
I'm trying, but I just smell like beer.
It does smell. It does smell very beery, but it does. You do get a pumpkin cinnamon taste.
Nope,
Nothing.
just beer.
Okay.
It tastes like Coors Light.
Definitely no. Like, get the hell out of here.
I can't.
It does not taste like Coors Light. Whoa, he did that on purpose because he didn't want to drink it.
No, I would have taken it.
at that.
I can't hate on him because every dark beer to me tastes like coffee. So
Well, we got this version with coffee.
okay,
So
that I'm scared of.
We can have that next, or we can have the soda in between to cleanse your palate.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna stay clear away from the coffee. I will try a sip of it.
You're damn right. You try a sip of it.
yeah.
Is it a stout that you ate? Or mine's off.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Let's just go right to the coffee one, and then we'll go to soda.
You want to do the coffee?
Yeah,
one?
so I at least can clear my
Alright.
palate after, because I am not good with coffee taste at all.
Yeah, you don't like coffee at all.
No.
I don't know. Usually I taste stuff. I'll be honest. I don't taste anything.
No. What did you think? What do you guys think?
It's not really my thing. But I've said before, I'm like straight Chesterfield. I don't.
I didn't bring the one with the coffee. I only brought 2 of these.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. We're not going to do the coffee. All right. Here's
You
my
can have
only
more of these
my only critique to this beer. We did pull it straight out of the fridge, so it was ice cold. I would let this sit room a little bit, and I think more flavor would come out. Agree?
I think
Disagree?
that's true with
Yes.
most beers,
Yeah.
to be
Yes.
honest.
I tried the chocolate porter this week, and I liked it. It's not I'm not like a huge beer guy, and I'm especially not a massive Yuengling guy. But I thought it was good. I was talking to my dad about it, and I said it doesn't even taste like chocolate. It tastes like Hershey's. Like it tastes like Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I thought to myself as I was drinking it, because I had it fresh off tap at a local restaurant. I was thinking to myself, warm would probably be really good. I wish it held a head, and really no Yuengling does. You know what I mean? I wish it held a head because I think it would really make the whole experience a little bit better.
We're talking about the Hershey's chocolate porter?
the chocolate porter.
So I had it the week it came out. It was good. I wish it had a little more chocolate flavor to it. Then I had it again over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it had to be another second batch, because that first batch has probably ran out almost everywhere. It had more chocolate flavor to me the second time around.
It's selling like amazingly. I
doing
mean,
very well.
like I know in Mahanoy City, Citizens has it on tap. McNiff's has it on tap, and I'm gonna say there's some other place I've seen it too. But they've all sold out and got it again.
I
a whole bunch of
really
places
like the
were.
label on this can. It's awesome.
I wish I would have brought the coffee one, man. That was a total.
I like the kid carrying
Brought
pumpkin. It's like a zombie.
yeah,
and
Two
stuff. It's
things
cool
of
label.
the pumpkin ale, so that was my bad.
It's all right. All right, so we're gonna do the A Treat pumpkin cream.
Yeah, it's the first time they ever did this year. And this smells exactly like when you open a can of pumpkin pie filling. That's what I think it smells like. So go ahead, smell that. Dump as much as you want because it's a bit strong. Yeah.
Wait.
It's not spicy, but it's strong flavor.
All right, so I'm not getting.
You ever have pumpkin pie filling?
Yeah.
Like, uncooked out of the can.
Your teeth are slowly rotting
Yeah.
as you smell it. It's like
this smells like a pet store to me. like a gerbil cage.
smells like a nice.
Huh?
I kind of smell that. What you're saying.
like the bedding or whatever. Or the you know what I mean.
Is it like a musky smell?
Club 54 has the Hershey. I can't even say that without laughing.
Club 54, yeah, that's the other one. I'm sorry. And I have it at my house.
Our boy-
it's sitting.
Yeah,
at-
our boy Brett coming through.
Thank you, Brett.
I gotta find a
Bret Hart.
yeah, Bret Hart.
yeah, Bret Hart.
I need to get a can of that from Minersville if they have any more. My dad
They
wants.
sold out like
I know.
2-3 times down there.
It's just so hard for me to get there with the way I work, but I need to get a can of that. My dad wants to take one back to New York.
It's funny because they actually called me up at the craft house again to go for second round.
Did they?
For a second, I didn't go because I was just like,
If you can,
really?
if it comes available again, if you can grab a can for my dad, he would really appreciate it. He'll give you the money for
I
it.
think it also kind of smells like a
I
pumpkin,
could just give him
pumpkin
my
spice
can.
candle.
All right.
So it's
I don't not really getting it.
It smells a
Much
lot
of a
different
smell.
once it's out of the can. Once maybe not.
it tastes like pumpkin pie filling.
yeah,
Like,
just pumpkin pie
seriously.
filling. It
Seriously.
tastes like you just went right out of the can.
Yep.
It tastes super sweet to me.
It's good.
It's very sweet.
It's sweet, but it's good.
I don't think I couldn't drink a whole bottle though. At once, you know, like dump a little in a cup. Yeah, but
So we had the Mountain Dew on the show, the mystery Mountain Dew.
Yes,
that comes out Thursday, right?
It was like I looked at it today. It's 77 hours until they reveal what it is.
Okay.
So I'm guessing on Halloween.
We're
they're gonna
both.
say what it is.
You had it. You weren't on the show when you had it, but you had it. You said orange creamsicle.
I'm thinking it's creamsicle.
We said it tasted like orange Skittles.
yeah,
So we're all in the
I
bar
heard,
park with orange.
candy corn. Someone
yeah.
said too.
People that say that are complete idiots.
Yeah.
Are complete idiots.
I think it's like a creamsicle taste to me. is
There's
what
a
I'm
cream.
getting.
Yeah, I
It's very
agree with that,
orangey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
you
good
gonna-
though. I like
So-
it. I don't
so-
think it's going to be around though.
So I work for Pepsi. We ran out a week before October.
Wow.
And they just said we're not making it anymore. I was like, oh, well, it's only for Halloween.
Wait,
Yeah.
I gotta ask? Is Pitch Black gone again?
That comes and goes.
Yeah, some places have it in 20 ounce.
Oh, pitch
Yeah.
black, man. I love that.
Yeah,
stuff.
they got rid of the 12 packs, so like Sheets probably has it in 20 ounce.
Okay.
Mountain Dew is.
I know.
I seen on
Yeah, the peach flavor.
They're coming out with a peach flavor.
Yeah, no, the boss told me the next one was called Merry Mashup, which was out last year, which
Yeah.
wasn't bad. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm
that.
glad the internet
That was
knows
decent,
before Pepsi
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
come on.
peach is coming out now. I had a peach, like a peach Baja, like a peach pineapple or whatever.
What was the one at KFC?
That's the exclusive KFC one.
Oh, was
That-
it?
peach? What was
It's
it?
like peach pineapple or
I
something.
didn't-
How was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the Molly one that's at Dollar General in the big
No,
can?
the only place you can get this is KFC.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
It's a KFC exclusive.
You don't work for Pepsi.
Yeah. Well, we don't. If it's only KFC, I'm never in a KFC.
Yeah,
So.
so it's a KFC exclusive. It's a peach flavored.
I
It's
think it's probably
really
pretty good.
I did a
If anybody
review
wants
on it.
more, feel free.
Yeah, I did a review on it on the page. So that's the thing too. So you guys have all access to that. So if you're ever out somewhere and you want to do like a quick photo
Yeah.
or review or something, it's all you guys all have that access.
So these are normal pretzels, I think, but they're shaped weird. They're called daisies.
they're shaped like penises.
No, they're shaped like flat little crackers.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just normal pretzels. So here,
Don't mind the bag rustle.
try some. There's sourdough pretzels, so I would just. But they're little flat things. Like they almost look
They're
like a
they're like
Cheez-It.
the pretzel crackers from like who did those, like Ritz or something did like.
They're fucking delicious. They're awesome.
Well, they're Utz. I mean,
They would be good to dip in like a cheese or something.
I would just eat a bag. I wouldn't even dip them. I would just eat them.
I can see people like holiday season taking two of them and melting like a Hershey Kiss and making like a little cracker thing.
Yes.
They're good. I've never seen them before. Let me put 'em up.
thank you. They're good.
So this is the part of the show
Daisies.
where we act like lunch, high school lunch. and
Anyone
we,
can
we
have
trade
whatever-
snacks.
Yeah, anyone can have more.
Yeah.
I think we just do the whole show like this.
Yeah.
Eating and drinking.
Yeah. No, what happens? We had that one little segment. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the Facebook live stream. So we're going to cut you guys off. And then if you want to see the rest of this, tune in tomorrow at noon to watch the rest of it on YouTube. Or you can tune in, I don't want to say tonight at midnight, but it will be after, we wrap up here. And then I'll get the audio done right away. The audio will be out tonight. And you can listen to it tonight or tomorrow morning on your drive to work. And then you can watch the rest of it on YouTube tomorrow at 12. So thank you so much for Facebook for tuning in. In the links below is our merch page. You can go check that out, buy a t-shirt, support us. You can hit the PayPal up. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe on YouTube, or even on the Facebook page. Thank you guys so much for the support. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be live on Tornado Tag Podcast as well. Or not tomorrow, Thursday, Tornado Tag Podcast. And this will be a weekly thing. We'll give you guys, how long do we give them, Andy? I can't really see the top right-hand corner there.
Wow, that's an hour 24.
We gave you an hour and 24 minutes of the show.
Whoa.
You'll lose a little bit here, but we're gonna talk about our topic now and talk about the Halloween franchise. So if that's what you're looking forward to, go check it out on Facebook, Spotify, wherever you listen to your stuff. So thank you guys so much on Facebook, but you guys are out. Get out of here.
West, y'all.
All right. That weird awkward pause now on everyone else's thing. All right, Facebook. Those Facebook creepers are gone now.
Now we got rid of those weirdos.
Now, hey, whoever was watching those, their guys are fucking
Still
assholes.
going.
All right, so the Halloween franchise.
I'm running for a piss quickly.
Go ahead, go take it. Don't run. Take your time.
No, I'm running.
These pretzels are good.
They're fucking amazing. I'll have one more if you don't mind.
Sure, have as many as you want. They're
I'll crunch.
2 for 5 of the Giants. So.
2 for
amazing.
$5 doll hairs.
Oh, Heidi's lady's barking already. All right, so let's get in some. I'm going to go into some crazy facts first. All right. So I want to do some facts that I found on the internet.
Does anyone want more?
Yeah, you can throw a little more in
Hey,
there. For
here,
me.
throw as much as you want in.
All right, let me get my pumpkin beer
I'll
here.
split it with you, unless he wants some. Whatever.
All right.
Against the beer, I don't like any beer.
Yeah, he's not a beer guy.
Well, we all have our problems.
All right, actually, I'll get in the facts later. So the Halloween franchise is a movie that came out in the I believe it was 1978. Yeah, I want to say 78.
Yeah.
The Halloween franchise movies has Michael Myers have been terrifying audiences since John Carpenter brought the boogeyman to life 40 years ago. There are plenty horror series out there that span numerous films, but there's something special and simplicity of the Halloween movies. I disagree. That Michael Myers is a force of nature that is something deeply unsettling about his unstoppable presence, which I think why people don't like the Rob Zombie, because they gave him more of a backstory where Michael Myers has always been mysterious and you don't understand why he is the way he is. The franchise has seen a rocky reputation built throughout the previous 10 films, but we're gonna dive into that. The Green
10
Company
films?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I love Spaceballs, but after 9 Spaceballs, I'm like, enough.
yeah, Green and Company had their movie follow the events of the 1978 film, but disregarded all the other installments in the series, including Halloween 2. So this is the new movie that is out in theater that you can see now. So
that one's called just Halloween. right?
Halloween. So pretty much everything that happened after the first film is now where the new movie picks up, and everything after that is disregarded. That's how the new
So one happened,
timeline.
and then the new one happened.
Yes. Now, part 2 is where it kind of gets into part 2 and the previous ones where it kind of dives into where Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis, is his sister, and she's part of the family, and his objective is to kill his whole family. Where now she's just the one that got away, and he's trying to come back to get her.
Okay.
And they're not related. So and then Loomis obviously dies. So from the first film provides the first glimpse of Michael Myers when he stabs his older sister Judith to death, which she gets great boobies, by the way. And then Michael is hospitalized in Warren County Smith Grove Sanitarium following his actions. 15 years later, on October 30th, 1978, Michael is on his way to be escorted to court, and he steals Doc Loomis's car and escapes back to his hometown in Haddonfield. Once there, Michael murders everybody to get to a classic workman uniform, and also acquires his now iconic mask and knife and hardware at a hardware store. Following, Michael Myers begins a killing spree and develops an obsession with Laurie Schroeder in the first Halloween film. Concludes with Loomis saving her by shooting Michael 6 times and knocking him off a balcony. But yet his body is missing. When they go to examine it,
And she stabs him with the hanger, too.
yeah.
See, I know the first movie.
So that's the end of part 1. Part 2 happens in 1978. Now, John Carpenter did not want to make any more movies.
When did that one come out? Did it come out in 78? First
part-
one came out in 78, right?
Yeah, so it wasn't too far after that. It just says I'm sorry. The timeline is 78 still in the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 2 probably came out like 80 or 81.
Yeah.
maybe?
John Carpenter did not want to make any more of these, but the studio pretty much said you're going to.
Yeah.
Halloween started with, and we'll get into some of the facts later. It actually started as he was writing the sequel to another Canadian horror movie.
Okay.
I believe it was a Christmas movie, a Christmas slasher movie.
Black Christmas?
I might have been. I have to look at. When we come into the facts, we'll get into that. I was reading a little bit. So he created Michael Myers through writing a different movie. He made it, and then the studios were like, "We want you to make more," and he said, "No, I don't want to make any more. I think it should stay right where it was." He was forced into doing Halloween 2, so he did it. And was writing a script to a movie he didn't want to produce. And they're like, now you have to make part 3.
Then you know it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
If you're making the guy.
Part 3, he wrote a movie. We'll get to that. So we are part 2. So the sequel picks up immediately after the events of the first film. And it is produced 3 years later after the first movie was made.
So 81.
Yep. So Laurie is hospitalized following her attack, and Michael follows her to the hospital where they're there to continue his murderous rampage. Everyone tries to keep him away from Laurie. The film also reveals that Laurie is Michael's younger sister, who was given up for adoption as an infant. Not only is this his family and the connection is provided, but the film adds some type of supernatural lore that Michael is driven to kill his younger sister in order to fulfill the curse of Samhain, which conducts the full threat of Michael Myers supposedly over the exposure that Dr. Loomis's consumes both Michael and himself. So he's possessed by the spirit of Samhain, and he must complete his ritual of killing everyone in his family. And Laurie's his only breathing family member left, and he must kill her. And that movie.
So not that he's special, but he's just possessed.
Yes. Okay. So that movie ends where they literally shoot him a bunch of times, shoot both of his eyes out of his head, and then. Pretty much when John Carpenter wanted to end the Halloween, he wanted to end the series right then and there. He shot Michael both times in the eyes, and then Loomis shot an oxygen tank, which destroyed the entire hospital. I think Loomis dies too. Loomis and Michael both die in the explosion. Halloween ends
because he figured, hey, they can't do nothing. They're both dead.
With one of the creepiest endings to me, still in a horror movie. It plays Mr. Sandman. at the very end of dum 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 dum.
So there's a movie I can't think of. There's a fight scene to that, so that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
forget what
So
the movie
so
is.
that's they said, John Carpenter, you're going to make a third one,
Ugh.
and he says, all right, I'll do it, but Michael Myers will not be involved. So I think we'll keep making Halloween movies, but every movie will be a different protagonist and
He
a
wanted
different.
to turn it into like a trilogy.
Yes, he wanted to keep doing different, like kind of like American Horror Story.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. He was done with the Michael Myers thing.
Yes.
That's why 2 it ended, and he wanted to go a different route and
Yep.
have each one a different.
So this is where I get upset when people say that they like all of the Halloween movies except the Rob Zombie ones. The only guy who wrote the fucking shit didn't even like it after part 2. He didn't even want to make part 2. So when Rob Zombie took a crack at it, you can't be like, well, he desecrated that movie. It was desecrated after part 4, which we'll get into, because they literally at some points in time in this franchise just said, remember when this happened? Yeah, that didn't happen, but we're going to call it part 4. Like, not even reboot it, not even explain it to the audience, just be like, oh yeah, that didn't, we'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Well, in the 80s, the slasher thing was so popular that they're just cranking them out.
So, my take on Season of the what would you think of Season of the Witch
Is that the third one?
as a movie?
I loved it. It's my absolute favorite. I'm not a big Halloween fan. Season of Witch is my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's really the only one I really like.
if regardless if you take your mind out of the fact that you think you're going to watch a Halloween movie based on Michael Myers and you watch it for what it is as a movie, it's a good horror movie.
The public hated it. I mean, when he made the third one, everyone wanted Michael Myers, and that's the only thing that didn't happen.
Oh,
and
man.
people like just
He's on the TV though, isn't he? I think he makes an appearance on the TV.
I can't remember, but people like hate it so much that like he had to go back to 4 with Michael Myers in.
Well, he didn't have to.
Well,
the studio went back to it.
exactly.
And John Carpenter goes, not doing it. And they're like, we'll get somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's a Batman movie. You don't have Batman. You're gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful? That like, like he's like, I'm not doing it with Michael Myers. They're like, okay, go ahead, don't do it with Michael Myers. And then the audience like, we fucking hate it. It's like studios like, told you so. You know what I mean? That sucks.
People
Yeah.
did not like it. Yeah.
So at this point, John Carpenter's intention was to end Michael Myers' portion of the Halloween and turn the series into an anthology series where each film would tell a different horror story on the set of Halloween Night in 1982. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch started. It was the first and only step in this direction. The films looks at evil novelty company that uses magic of Stonehenge to weaponize Halloween masks against children.
The Silver Shamrock song is like the best.
It also features the most spectacular jingle from hell you'll ever endure.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Like the story
Yeah.
premise.
Where fans were responsive to the change of the series, Carpenter's anthology plan was scrapped and Michael would be brought in full face following the next movie. However, Jamie Lee Curtis declined to return to the series, and Halloween had set up a new target for Michael, which leads to the intro to Jamie Lloyd's the Jamie Lloyd saga. Of the next 3 films were more about this character, and this article says that they liked Halloween 4 Return of Michael Myers and thinks it deserves another chance. It didn't do it for me. That's just me.
I can't say anything.
So this is the first soft reboot of the franchise. It suspended a little disbelief that both Michael Myers and Loomis survived the explosion of the hospital.
Of course.
Yeah.
course.
At the end of Halloween 2. Now, despite being visibly turned into a pretty much a blind slab of barbecue, this way article says, Michael it comes back with a few scars and is doing just perfect.
Wow, of course.
He's awakening 10 years after the fact from a coma that he endured
So
from
that's
that.
1992.
So it would be, according to the movies, it's 1988.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, 78.
Yeah.
Sorry. 78.
He's in the process of being transferred back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium, but upon hearing that not only Laurie Schroeder has died in a car accident,
Okay, she's dead.
Laurie's dead in a car accident because Jamie didn't want to come back. She also left behind an 8-year-old daughter named Jamie Lloyd, thus Michael's niece.
Yeah, so he has to get her.
The shape awakens and does the whole. So what literally happens is he's in a body bag in the back of the ambulance, and T-102 just decides, hey, you remember that lady? Yeah, she's died in a car accident, leaving behind. And then he sits up like the Undertaker and that's how the movie starts.
And this is for.
This is for the Curse of Michael Myers.
Oh boy.
So he then goes back to Haddonfield to track down his little Jamie, his older foster sister Rachel, and then Dr. Loomis is hot on the trail to stop him once again.
How's he looking after the explosion? All right.
He looks amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, fire never even got near him. It's amazing.
Maybe he's a fire elemental.
Yeah. So I won't really get into much about that movie, but then we have The Revenge of Michael Myers. This takes place in 1989. So, however, the next movie abandons the plan for more and more Michael. Jamie has been in a children's mental health clinic for months after her outburst at the end of 4. So Jamie, her niece, is now in a mental institution. It kind of ends with her teasing that she's going to be the next Michael.
Okay.
She wears the same clown outfit and she's standing there with a knife. So it teases that she's now the bad guy. So she's now in a mental institution, and her episode's going on, and she's super traumatized. And Michael has taken a nurse back to him, taken a nurse to bring himself back to health and survive the onslaught from the attack he received in the previous movie. This film establishes some sort of psychotic connection between Michael and Jamie, as it allows him to once again track her down. Rachel meets her unfortunate end, but Loomis is successful in capturing Michael and putting him away into custody.
Who's Rachel?
Rachel, yeah. Trying to see. I'm trying to do it without giving too much away of the movie if people want to go still see them if they haven't.
It's been out for 30 years.
But yeah, once again,
Spoilers.
it's just fucking. It's out of control.
Fuck it, spoiler.
Is it over the top? Like, oh, what do we do? Let's have him do this.
Yeah. So now this is the Curse of Michael Myers, and if I'm not mistaken,
This is
6. This happens in 1995. So
Oh boy.
Michael now is dad are not around. So now there's a cult that idolizes Michael as an entity or a being, and now he's like complete juggernaut. He's just beyond human strength.
He's jacked.
He's just he's
on the roids.
Yeah, he's out of control. And then the whole time he's still, I believe, after his niece, which is now fully grown, and she's played by, I believe, as a Danielle Harris at this point.
Do you mean from Boy Meets World?
No, not Danielle Harris. What's her name? The one that Heidi met at OscarCon. I forget. I don't know. But then I believe this is also the.
Is this H2O?
No, it's the next one. So this is
we're not there yet.
H2O is the first major reboot.
Okay.
Where they completely scrapped all of that and started back because Jamie never died.
So this movie's been rebooted 4 times.
Yes.
Michael has still never gone to space, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jason did. Jason did.
That's what I was.
So Michael Myers fans who say that Michael Myers is their favorite Halloween franchise movie but hate when they get rebooted.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, your movie has already been rebooted 2 more times before Rob Zombie's even touched
Yeah.
it. And the guy who created it didn't even want all that shit to be made. So then Halloween H2O happens, and I believe instead of her having a daughter, now she has a son
Oh, they found out about.
who's played by, I believe, by Paul Rudd, if I'm not mistaken. Paul Rudd's his niece or
Really?
nephew.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And this is like 97. It probably.
Yeah, and H2O has Busta Rhymes in it.
Oh, boy.
Who goes toe to toe with Michael Myers in a hand to hand fight.
I remember that.
Yep. And then we have Halloween Resurrection, which happened there.
What are they resurrecting?
Yep. And then we have the 2 Michael Myers, the Halloween by Rob Zombie.
Okay.
First one,
Okay. I watched it. Okay.
Second one
Absolute garbage.
takes some
You know
weird,
what?
takes some weird liberties.
Here's what I think the second one was. Rob wanted to make a movie of his life, but with some extra things put in it, and that's what it is. It's the Rob Zombie the movie.
Okay.
There happen to be a killer killing people. Like the band guy, it's Rob, and his wife's in it. So
Yeah.
His wife is in every movie.
It's Rob Zombie the movie. And
Realistically,
it's awful.
His wife can be in anything.
If he directs it, his wife is in it.
Yeah. And then the new movie Halloween, like we said before, takes place.
I heard that one's good.
It's all right. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't terrible either.
But I guess how many times can you retell the same?
But this is actually John Carpenter directing
Really?
it again. But Danny McBride actually helped write the script.
Really?
And
Yeah.
Kenny Powers.
He scored the movie too.
Yeah.
The new one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the newest Halloween.
Yes.
Okay.
The newest one, everything that we just talked about never happened. You're good. Come on in. What are you doing? Oh, Heidi's showing off her pumpkin.
Whoa.
I thought she's holding like a weirdo. Look at my pumpkin.
Why does the pumpkin have a Nikki Sixx scratch under his eye?
It looks good.
Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
And the trick,
Frankenstein.
All right,
and the
well,
trick is you do it like
you
a
fuck it.
no, you do like a bleach not like concentrate it, but you do it in the pumpkin so it bleaches so it actually the pumpkin lasts a lot longer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's gonna be rotting on the porch for the next 8 months.
Yeah.
I hope when you go up to bed, she gutted that pumpkin in
Yeah.
bed. It's just seeds and
Seeds
guts
all-
everywhere.
Look at this pumpkin.
It's on your side of the bed. So these are going to be 31 facts about the franchise movies that you may or may not have known. And we're going to start from the first movie and work our way
Plus
through.
the music. We didn't speak about the music. Yeah.
Who?
I believe that's going to be in the facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good. Yeah.
So John Carpenter started writing the original film as a sequel to the Canadian slasher film Black Christmas.
Okay.
Ah, I was right.
The original script was set over several days and had a different title called The Babysitter Murders. So it wasn't even supposed to be called Halloween. Donald Pleasance told Carpenter that he has accepted the role for Loomis because his daughter loved to score the director's previous films, Assault on Precinct 13, which was later then rebooted again.
Right. That Assault on Precinct 13 was his second movie.
Yeah.
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 There's actually, I don't know if this is in the facts. Do you know about the Christopher?
Oh, that one. That's Mushroom Head. That's a big pumpkin.
Where's all the seeds and the guts at?
In your room.
In my room, in my game room.
On the floor.
All over the floor.
On top of that game box you got
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, whatever that thing is that plays your games. I used a couple of CDs to really scrape them out.
I was gonna say, I don't know if do you know about how Christopher Lee was supposed to play
Ooh.
the Dr. Loomis, yeah, and Christopher Lee didn't want to do it. He later regretted not doing it. This was like Halloween was like the third movie from John Carpenter. He had a hard time getting someone to play that role. A lot of people turned it down, but yeah, Christopher Lee was like a first choice for that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dorky people.
Yeah. Of the female teenagers in the film, Jamie Lee Curtis was the only real teen in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, she was the only one of age. Like kind of like what's her name? Molly Ringwald in Breakfast Club was like legit like super young,
Really?
like almost criminally too
So she's
young.
like 13.
She's like 13, 14.
And the rest of them are 20 something.
Yeah. John Carpenter's friend Nick Castle was chosen to play Michael Myers while hanging out with him watching the shoot of the movie. Carpenter had a secret for scaring people with Michael Myers and stopped them from identifying the character with any way. So I guess he always tried to like he never wanted people to be comfortable around the mask. I guess what they're trying to say. And Carpenter's iconic score was composed for the movie in just 4 days.
Wow.
So he-
What is a pretty simple, piano?
Yeah,
thing.
he's
It's
like
cool.
a big composer.
With
Yeah.
the
Carpenter was. Yeah.
It's I think if it comes down to horror movie music,
That's probably the best, right?
It's very iconic.
it's very iconic.
very iconic. Yeah.
Anyone can go up to a piano and go beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
beep,
yeah,
beep.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that and probably Nightmare on Elm Street. The
The Exorcist theme.
Yeah.
I don't know the Nightmare. I know Dream Warrior.
Dawkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Halloween 2. So this is fact number 8. Writing the script for Halloween 2, Carpenter and Deborah Hill lifted several ideas from Curtis Richards' novelized of the original. In order to keep her hair consistent with the first film, Jamie Lee Curtis wore a wig almost throughout the entire movie. Some of the fans have criticized director Rick Rosenthal for the film's brutal violence, but most gore was shot by Carpenter against Rothal's wishes. So a lot of people said the director, they were mad at him for making it super gory, but that was actually Carpenter.
Which one's super gory?
They're saying part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of them are very gory. In my
I guess for its
opinion.
time,
Yeah.
they
Maybe
considered it.
like
yeah.
one isn't, but I don't like when there's like
I guess
over
shooting
the
a
top.
guy in the eyeballs twice and then
Yeah.
setting him on
all
fire.
right. Okay. Yeah. So,
But
but
for the 80s, I don't know. But even the 80s had some crazy shit happen.
with Freddy and then Evil Dead too.
a lot of Carpenter's movies are not very gore. I mean, you think about like The Fog, for instance.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one drop of blood in that. It's all, what do I want to say? Atmospheric.
Yeah. I kind of lean to horror movies that way. Like the jump scares are kind of, will they jump scare you over gore-eyes, like make it more super gory? I'd rather like a psychological thriller.
I'd much rather that. I mean, I'm not a horror guy, but that's what I would rather.
Heidi, where does Halloween rank in your all-time list of
Pretty high.
pretty high?
Top
even
five.
though they rebooted it 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who did you meet? Daniel Harris, right?
Danielle Harris.
Yeah, she played the niece, or his niece.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
I just watched Halloween 4.
and then when
Your thoughts on Halloween 4, quick?
I liked it.
Okay.
she likes everything,
I do. It takes a lot for me not to like something.
and then she never existed in the next one because Jamie Lee Curtis decided to
No,
play.
5. In the new one, yeah, she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Then this
No,
one, she
because after when Laurie comes back to life after she's not dead, and they rebooted the movie again in H2O.
Yeah.
Daniel Harris.
Right. She has a boy.
She has a son, not a daughter.
Son.
Yeah, which
But
is
in
Paul
5,
Rudd,
she's
right?
still in 5. No, it's not Paul Rudd. It's Josh Hartnett.
Well, what's
Nice.
I thought Paul Rudd plays somebody in one of the Halloweens.
I don't know. It's Josh Hartnett, because H2O is Josh Hartnett and LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
Resurrection.
Resurrection is Busta Rhymes.
There we
That's
go.
the one. But that Resurrection has Paul Rudd in it, I think.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if she's
Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, I think, has Paul Rudd.
Is that
in
what it is? I knew he was.
Is
in
he a
one of them.
random guy that just dies?
No, I think he's a member. Like he's important in the
Let's know
movie.
which one.
What number is that?
4, he said.
4. Yeah.
I literally just watched that one.
And that premise is this.
You know what I don't like?
Oh.
What's the shape?
The cool
You want
Halloween
to look at
mask.
The pumpkin.
yeah, that's not in the movie. Is
Yeah,
it?
that was just kind of used. So pumpkins are really iconic with the movies, and the guy who actually helped make our pumpkin for when we worked with we did the interview with Andy who
Yeah.
played the Pet Cemetery. He actually is helping doing a lot of the movies pumpkins for the next movie.
Oh, wow.
His name's Ian. He's really really talented. He does pumpkins.
yeah.
So now we're at Season of the Witch. The original director
Season of the bitch.
yeah.
Whoa.
The original director of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch was Joe Dante, who was fresh off The Howling and about to direct Gremlins. The set of Santa Maria in the same fictional California town was provided the setting for the invasion of the Body Snatchers in 1956.
Wow.
The voice of Silver Shamrock commercials was provided by Halloween 3 writer and director Tommy Lee Wallace. So that's the only really facts they have for that one. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. With the writer's strike about to begin, Alan B. McElroy raced the write the script in just 11 days. Makes sense. And continuing the tradition of the Halloween 2, producers added an extra violence in post-production to help makeup artist Carl John Butcher. So I guess they shot a lot of it and then went back and did all the special effects later.
Okay.
So they didn't. And then Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. During the fight scene between Loomis and Michael Myers, Don Pleasant broke the actor Don Shenek's nose, I guess, during the fight. These facts are really corny as I'm reading them. They're not very good. During production, the film was known as Halloween 5, and Things Go Bump in the Night is what it was supposed to be called. Thank God they didn't stick with that. Halloween title... So Halloween 6 was original title supposed to be Halloween 666.
Whoa, edgy.
Origin of Michael Myers survived until the last possible minute, even appearing in several trailers for the film.
Wow.
Producers wanted to bring back Halloween and Halloween 2 actor Brian Andrews, Tommy Doyle, but couldn't find him, so they went with Paul Rudd.
Plays the kid.
Yes.
There we go.
Donald Pleasant's role in the film struck up because he has died during post-production, rendering unavailable for reshoots.
Wonder why.
Well, yeah, really.
Yeah, he's not going to be around unless they did CGI. Paul
Unless
Walker.
he had a resurrection.
Unless he comes back to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween H2O, 20 years later.
What does H2O stand for?
Just
Halloween 20?
Halloween 20 years later. Like 20 years later, yeah. John Carpenter was seriously considered to direct Halloween H2O, but took himself out of the running by demanding a wildly unrealistic salary of $10 million. So he's like, they're like, we need you to do it. He goes, I'll do it for $10 million. They're like, we can't afford it. He goes, I know. Thank you. And walked away.
I'll go make this movie for $1 million.
Yeah. I'll go jerk off on camera for $15. This was Janet Leigh's first film since the 1980s, The Fog, which was directed by John Carpenter and also co-starred his daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Did he do They Live? Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, with Roddy
Yeah,
Piper
that
and
looks
Keith
fantastic.
David.
With the fight scene.
Yeah, the best fight scene ever.
One of the best ones, yeah.
longest, yeah.
Put them on.
After several weeks of shooting, director Steve Miner decided to change Michael Myers' mask, forcing him to update it earlier in shots to CGI. The results were clearly questionable. So I guess he changed the mask and did a little bit of a CGI look to it. Halloween Resurrection. Most of the Halloween Resurrection was shot in Vancouver. Actress Bianca, can't pronounce her last name, needed some vocal backup in post-production because she was unable to scream.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah. With excessive reshoots, it became unnecessary. The film's Halloween Friendly Fall was released. The Friendly Fall release was moved to July. So Halloween was released in July.
Kind of missed that one a little bit.
Now we're looking at the reboots for 2007 and 2009. Before hiring Rob Zombie to direct a Halloween remake, Dimension Film planned on making a prequel entitled Halloween: The Missing Years. Rob Zombie originally wanted to make a prequel and a remake, but Dimension resisted, forcing him to combine these two in a single film. So the first one was kind of a force by the production team to do it that way. So I think he already had a plan to do the original origin story of Michael Myers, and then do the second movie was going to be something else. So that may come into why his second movie was so different, because he probably signed on to do two movies. They made him do the two movies in one, and the second one he was like,
I don't know.
all right, fuck it, let's wing it.
Wasn't great.
What's that?
The second one wasn't great.
No.
It was terrible.
Carpenter called Zombies movie a piece of shit for unfairly suggesting that he was cold and unsupportive. I guess Zombie said John Carpenter didn't want to support any help with it all. And in the 2018 remake, Carpenter approved writer Danny McBride and co-writer David Gordon for the latest Halloween movie. He said their pitch blew him away. He asked if he can actually play Michael Myers in the film. McBride set the record straight, said, "Oh God, no! I was never supposed to be Michael Myers. That would be stupid. He's supposed to be terrifying creeper with good posture, not some Homer Simpson looking dude." So that was one of the rumors
Kenny Powers.
that he was supposed to be Michael Myers, but it obviously didn't go through. We can kind of
The
brush
Bill
up.
Shatner mask thing wasn't.
Yes,
part of
that wasn't in there at all, which is
Why
kind
would
of.
they not? That should be like the first thing.
That costs $2.
The Bill Shatner mask. I would like to go back to the 70s and buy that mask.
Did you talk about that he was the Shape before he was Michael Myers?
Yeah, he actually wasn't called Michael Myers. He was called The Shape in a lot of the movies.
Oh,
I'm trying to see what we have here.
that's a lame name. Imagine that on a T-shirt. The Shape.
The majority of the original Halloween takes place on October 31st, 1978, which was actually a Tuesday. I'm just trying to find some here. Carpenter considered a choice to hire Jamie Lee Curtis to play the heroine in Halloween as a tribute to Alfred Hitchcock's harlot in Psycho, which was actually Jamie Lee Curtis's mother.
About that.
Yep.
Now, who played Michael Myers in the first one? I know that Kane Hodder did eventually, right? Or was he Jason?
He was Jason.
He was Jason, yeah.
And I don't know.
Originally supposed to be called, trying to just see if there's anything else here.
Originally
But
supposed to be called The Slashing.
Yes, The Shape. The original script credits first film, Michael Myers was considered only as The Shape, which was used in the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts in 1960 to describe the specterless spirits accused of doing harm. And then, I guess later he was given that thing. It's not on here, but the mask is actually a William Shatner Star Trek mask, which is just painted white. So that's kind of...
And slick the hair back.
And they slick the hair back, yeah. It's pretty much all I really got for facts.
It's funny Bill never sued them and tried to get like royalties. 'Cause you know how he is.
Yeah. They said most of the movies were just fucking... it was just a very low... A lot of them were very, very low budget. They didn't really spend much money when it came to production on these films because they just didn't think it was necessary.
I don't think they really had to. But
So if you had to pick out of the ones you've seen, what would be your favorite Halloween movie?
I'm going with 3 again because I'm not a. When I think about iconic, Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Michael Myers. I'm like a Leatherface guy, but I like Freddy too because he's very charismatic,
The problem with Freddy is by the second movie you're cheering for him.
Yeah,
He's
the good
like
guy.
jokey, yeah. It's like you're busting balls with him, And
that's why I like the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street because it made Freddy scary again. Like you weren't cheering for that guy.
Yeah.
You were terrified of him. You know what I mean? That's why I liked. I would say part 1 was good.
Yeah, I mean 1 and 2 is
1
decent,
and 2 is
yeah.
so if I were to show if I would ever have a child and they're like, "Hey, I want to watch Halloween," I'd be like, "Oh, here's part 1. Here's here's the 2019 version, and then the other ones just don't even pretend they
I
ever
think
happened."
1 and 2 is like a
Single mom.
1 and 2 is like a complete story, so
Yeah.
you just show 1 and 2, and I'd go with 2 because it's more bloodier. But that's just me. You know,
Yeah.
I like blood. I like blood and gore. So that's probably why I like Leatherface more.
Yeah.
You know.
Heidi. Oh yeah, Heidi. The dog lady actually has a Leatherface toy she plays with.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Oh, is it?
Is it a human hand? Oh no, it's actually a little Leatherface. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she carries it around. That's her toy.
Oh, nice.
That's her little Leatherface, which is actually based off Ted Gein, the serial killer.
Ed
Ed
Gein.
Gein. Yeah, Ed
Yeah.
Gein, not Ted Gein.
Texas Chainsaw 4, absolutely horrible. One
Oh,
of the
yeah.
top 10 worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah,
is that where the family's at the table eating dinner?
It's where, that's
It
really.
has one big actor.
It's like the
what's-
next generation.
Yeah, what's
it's
the
called.
blonde guy's?
It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful. On the cover is like lipstick and chainsaws
Yeah.
coming out. I threw it away. It was so bad.
No, it is. It's really, really bad. Yeah.
The reboot they did with his niece, I like that one.
Upstairs right now.
I like that one.
It's got Arlie Ermy in it too, and he's like the cop in one.
Yeah,
of them, yeah.
the one where the
Second one? Are we talking about the second one?
No, we're talking about the remakes now. I think of Texas Chainsaw.
the
Massacre.
remake where Trey Songz is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember being in the theaters, right? And the girl who plays his niece, or the girl who kind of spoiler goes crazy at the end, she's super hot. And every girl in the movie has like amazing bodies, and they're showing the friend's tits are awesome. She's a great butt, and the girl who's like the main girl, you're like, she's hot as hell too. And halfway through the movie, she's chained up by her arms, right? And she's wearing a flannel button down, and all the buttons are completely open, right?
Of course.
So she's struggling to get free. And that flannel's not budging, right? And everyone in the theater is thinking it, except I just couldn't handle it no more. I went, "Come on!" Like, and I'm like,
Tits out.
that shirt couldn't move an inch." And everyone just started clapping in the theater. I was just like, because they're all like, "All right, we're gonna see your tits," and it never happened.
What is that? The first one? Like
No,
the
like
first reboot?
No, it's one of the last reboots of the movie.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it was one of the last reboots. We seen it at the Fractal movie theater. Yeah. I was just like, I just screamed in the theater, "Come on!" Like, I was just like, so upset
I
about
want a
it.
refund.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I think the remake of Halloween did a very good job of so here's the thing I'll say about like the Halloween movies is you can tell they're very 80s. Like you go back and watch them, they have that old school horror movie feel. And not many movies can replicate that. And then when they do, it's special. Because that 80s style slashers is something that's been gone. They either try to get you with jump scares or they try to get you with over gore.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I kind of like where horror movie or where maybe Michael Myers fits that bill. Because yes, he was gory, he would crush someone's head, but it wasn't like super bloody and gory, and it was more of that like if your buddy shot a movie and they can get away with it with post-production and without using special effects, but still got the point across. So it still scratches that nostalgic itch to me. But when it comes, like when I was a kid, Michael Myers was my favorite. Like you couldn't tell me anything, like except Freddy. Freddy was always my favorite, but everyone's like, "Oh, who do you like?" Like I didn't like Jason growing up. I thought the Jason movies were stupid. I was a pro Michael Myers guy. Like fuck Jason, Michael Myers.
Well, I mean, they got bad too.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
as
You
I got
know?
older, I was like, I actually enjoy Jason more than Michael Myers because at least Jason kept somewhat consistency through his movies.
That
He's not
Jason,
even the killer in the first one.
Huh?
He's not even the killer.
no,
But it made sense to go to part 2 then. Because then he was super driven by his... Like, Halloween, he was going after a niece, then the niece never existed, and then Jamie's no longer dead. It was just like, what the fuck is happening here? And then, like, the cult of Michael Myers, like, this is so silly.
They did a cult of Chucky too.
Yeah, but Chucky, that's okay because Chucky doesn't even take it seriously.
Yeah, that's a little over the top goofy.
Yeah. That's why I like Chucky. I like when sometimes when they don't take themselves super seriously. Like, oh my God, do you have a condom? Bitch, I made of fucking plastic.
you probably like the Leprechaun movies then too. Like,
Oh my God, yeah, they're
it's
hilarious.
that one in the hood, like
Yeah.
Leprechaun in the hood or something like
And
that.
then Leprechaun in space.
I just remember when Jason went to space, and that really fucking killed it for
with
me. man.
Candyman, right?
That Jason X was terrible.
Was he in space? No, he wasn't. Was it not? It wasn't Candyman. It was the dude from the zombie movies, the black dude. He was like the big strong guy.
Tony Todd?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is the
Ving Rhames.
No, it wasn't Ving
Candyman
Rhames.
guy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Candyman is coming.
I was listening.
Yeah,
back
T1,
to-
Jason versus Candyman. Yeah.
Fuck that Jason X though. Is goddamn, that's terrible.
I see part of that
really
sci-fi
bad.
one time. It
It's
looked
making
really
me
bad.
upset thinking about it.
It was a cool costume though.
Ugh. The only thing that was cool was like the VR thing when he was, or like it was like that thing where he was like
Special, yeah.
the virtual reality thing of like him being at like the campsite or something. When he,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm probably saying it wrong because it was so terrible.
I don't even remember how he got into space.
Near do they?
Did they ever explain it?
I don't remember.
Maybe they're hauling
Like
like up.
on the ship somehow.
Yeah.
I think he was like he was like,
Frozen,
yeah,
yeah.
he was frozen. I remember that. And then like, I only remember the one death where he freezes the one lady in nitrogen, and then boom,
Yeah, I remember
off the
that too,
countertop.
Then he gets all powered
I do
up.
remember some stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the Halloween franchise. So,
And all the other ones.
huh?
And all the other ones you talked about.
Yeah. But who wants to take next week's topic? Any takers?
Yeah, Ben would be up. Ben would be up.
Do you have an idea what you want to do?
Crash test dummies. That's what he wants to do. It's all about that song, how it came to be.
All
If,
right,
if we don't have something on top of our head, you can think about it, and then we just,
Phantasm. The Phantasm.
we're gonna go back to back
franchise.
horror.
Fucking right, we are.
Do you mean the Batman cartoon?
No,
movie?
Phantasm.
Why don't we bounce it around a little bit?
I don't know.
We just did
All right.
we did Elvira.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then we
We're
just did
going for
Luigi.
overkill. We're gonna go for.
It's November.
Let's do
Okay.
Turkey.
All right,
Let's do
all
Adam
right,
Sandler's
all right.
Turkey
Here's what we're
song.
gonna do. We're gonna do Thanksgiving, by the way. The oddball.
Next week's topic is to be determined. Thank you guys. Andy, what do you got to plug?
Gobble gobble, bitch. Remember that?
Yeah. What do you got to plug, Andy?
My other podcast, Call Empowering, available every Friday and or Saturday sometimes.
For eating
So
pretzel
yeah, I'm
chips.
eating pretzels and
I love how fucking casual you are with
Yeah.
that. You're like,
I'll plug the rest of your own wrestling show.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
So what did you think of your first experience on the podcast? You hate us? You like it?
You know, I'm still awake. So. No, it's all good.
Yeah, you had fun?
Yeah.
You come back next week?
Sure.
All right.
What are we talking about?
Well, unless you want to take a topic and save us from Ben.
I don't know, man.
We'll ease you into it. You don't have to jump in right away. Do you have anything you want to plug or get out there or talk about?
No,
Nothing?
I'm good.
All right, Ben, what about you? You just love touching this thing. He's like,
No,
he has to
said
touch
move
it.
The microphone.
He has to touch it.
to be determined.
All right.
I hope to on Halloween night do a live stream with me and my girls playing Luigi's Mansion. So if that's the case, I'll put a link in the Not Cool in High School page. And also, I'm getting ahead of it, but I want to throw it out there. November 23rd, Saturday, Malifaux tournament at Alchemist Cove. It's a $10 buy-in, 50 Soulstone tournament.
All right. And that'll do it for Not Cool in High School. Like I said, check all the links below. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did carry over from the Facebook stream, I hope it worked.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for the beer and the soda. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
I guess you won't be doing a Michael Myers quote because it'll just be.
We'll have a quote for the end. Hang out and we'll see what it is. And then here's some music by Look Alive.
Boom. Down, 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 down.
You wanna stop that quick?
Down, 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 down.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason. No consequences.